Yes, people, and welcome back to another edition of The Rivals. Yes, I had to drop a bomb for this one because there's a new team on top. I'm shameless with it right now. Man City, you get it right now. Number one, you have to milk it while you can, brother. You have to milk it while you can. Well, here with me, I've got Mitch. How you doing, my guy? You good?
Yes, all good, bro. Not too bad at all. Like you say, new team at the top of the league. Madness. Business end of the season. All change. Love that.
Love it, man. And I got a few other guests as well beside me. Bring back a guy by the name of Toon Tactics TV, a regular. How you doing, my brother? If you unmute yourself.
You're mute, bro.
Big up to the panel. Big up to you, gentlemen. And you done me wrong there, Ash, man. And the thing is, I was the first one to turn up today. It looks like Mitch was here early, but it wasn't. It was me, guys. I'm just waiting for everybody else to get in anyway. So big up. Looking forward to tonight's show, man.
Big up, man. Also, a long-term returnee, Yoms. What you saying?
Big up, man. I've missed this, man. This is a bit. It's like a midweek therapy. You get me? I've had my therapy for a long time. So yeah, man. I'm glad to be here.
Do you even need therapy right now? You're like Champions League confirmed, pretty much. You don't need no therapy right now.
Say that again for the people at the back, because I can't really hear from all the way up here.
So anyway,
I can't really hear.
This one. Wrong side of the team. There we are. Man City, there we go, are joint points with Arsenal at the moment. 70 points, but they're ahead on goal difference by one. Guys, man, let's talk about it, man. What do you think? Do you think that performance was worthy enough for City to claim the top spot? And are you concerned as well? Because it was only 1-0 against Burnley, who are now relegated. Anyone can go, man. The floor is open.
I wouldn't say anybody would be. This is the business end of the season. It's about results. The last 8 to 10 games, it's a results business. It's not really about performance. You can play as well as you want and draw or lose. Doesn't matter. Just get the job done, get the win, get over the line, move on to the next. That's what these last few games are about.
I hear it, but just to throw the caveat as a host, because I've got to do that. I mean, don't they need to have like a margin of goals? Because it's only one goal at the moment. And obviously they play you guys next and a few other games. Arsenal could start to score many goals and outstretch Man City.
So come again, Arsenal could start to score many goals.
Oh, my friend.
Man, this team could not hit a damn ball. It's mad. It is
Yeah.
mad. Like we always said, and do you know what? It wasn't even this season. I think it was. We're going back to maybe early last season, and we
Mm.
was on the show, and I was just saying, this isn't an "I told you so" moment, but Arsenal fans, this is a bit of an "I told you so" moment. Like every team that wins the league tends to have a talisman. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you go back to the dawn of time. I think City done it once without a number 9, and then the next year Pep said, "Nah, fuck that, bro. Like, get me Haaland." Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so you need somebody who's gonna get you those goals when your team's not playing well, but you need a couple goals to win it, and then a Van Nistelrooy pops up, or a Hazard pops up, or a Drogba pops up, or a Rooney pops up. Do you get what I'm saying? Or Haaland pops up. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and Arsenal just don't have that. They just don't have that.
Hey, but look, again, I go to 2. Some people might say you could share the goals. I don't know. Can Arsenal share the goals with Havertz and co?
I have to also kind of remember in perspective that they have scored a lot of goals this season. I think they're the second highest scoring team in the season. But so what we're doing essentially, we're splitting hairs, obviously, in terms of like, and you have to split hairs when you're at the top, right now they're neck and neck. So we're kind of trying to keep things in perspective. But and I watched an interesting James Allcott video on it in terms of like when Arsenal played.
Because you said split
That's
hairs.
crazy.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, yeah, I mean,
when Arsenal played City 2-1, and there was City won 2-1, they was talking about how City got like those, and we can all see it visually, those technical players that are that bit more braver on the ball, many more risks, and you have to do that, and that's the part that's maybe, and I don't even think I know Arteta gets a lot of stick for this, but I don't even think it's an Arteta instruction to be that way. I think his players choose not to risk the ball, and it's a little bit more
so,
like,
because I remember when Eze was on the left and drifted in the midfield, and then I think he lost the ball, and then Arteta didn't play him for like 2 months. Ball was banished. Mr. Arteta says, then you know what I'm saying. We've seen with Odegaard. Odegaard used to assist a lot of goals. All of a sudden, from a number 10, he's being pushed to a number 8. I don't know, man. I feel like he's got a lot to say, man. I think he's control hungry, if that makes sense.
Like Allcott made an example of like Gahey. So Gahey would, for instance, would drop the shoulder past the defender, break the press, and drive in it. But it's risky. When it works, it looks amazing. But when it doesn't, they get caught on the hop and they have to defend a high turnover. Arsenal players, Arsenal defenders, for instance, like Gabriel doesn't really want to do that. Mascara doesn't really want to do that. And even when it comes time to playing a risky pass, they can't pull it off the way, for instance, Gahey and Kusanov can do. And some of it comes down to chemistry as well. So there's just only so much they can do in terms of that. So I don't know. Like, if you ask yourself who on Arsenal's team can do what, well, it's going to be Eze, I think, but can do what Cherky is doing, can do what a number of other players can. Even Doku. Doku gets so much stick from people. I can't believe it. Like,
I'll take him on.
I think he's incredible. I can't believe he gets so.
You know
much
what it is, though? I think people watch the GA too much, the goals and assists. Like, if he doesn't score, they're like, oh, what does he do? He's not scoring goals. I don't understand the hype, innit? But I appreciate a player that can carry the ball up the pitch. Do you know what I'm saying? Because for me, that swings momentum and it takes pressure off your team certain times. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone's got that luxury where they've got players that can get the ball up the pitch. So, and then even like we joke about this, but sometimes it doesn't always record because it's not a key pass metric or it's not an assist. So he doesn't get all the plaudits where he might be Cherky, then Cherky does the assist, and then Cherky gets all the round of applause. Yeah. So I each to their own. Not everyone rates, and people might say he's a glorified Sir Maximum. You know what I'm saying? But I disagree. I know shots.
He got an assist the other day. So I was watching him the other day in France as well. He's having a great time.
Yeah,
Maxi.
anytime he gets any GA, Newcastle like X and Instagram goes wild. It's like, yeah, he would still be our best winger. It's like, calm down, man. He was barely our best winger when he left. Let's not do this.
That's what he calls Stockholm. That's what he calls Stockholm syndrome, bro. Like that's just like, jeez, let go, man.
I don't know about you, Holmes, but I would prefer a Gordon. You know what I'm saying? A certain Gordon.
If you got the money for it,
Gordon to who?
Maximum.
Oh my God, man! Like Allen. Yeah, I think Gordon's though. Maxwell Allen he's a baller though. Tricky customer, man.
He was tricky, but sometimes decision making let him down, I think.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. He reminds me of like them Traores. Like he just should be a lot better than he is for some reason. He gets to that last bit where you need to make a good decision, and he just cannot make that decision. It's just always there's three correct things that he could do, and then there's one wrong thing, and he's always choosing that one thing.
You have to remember the team that he was playing for. Like he was like literally Steve Bruce's tactics were get the ball to Maxi. That's all that the tactics were like, because we're defending for our lives, and he was just a one outlet. If you're constantly being said to you're the guy, then you just have to be the guy, and like and everybody else is not good enough, essentially, which they weren't. That's where you're at. Like, do you know what I mean? So I feel that's why it looks mad sometimes his decision making, what he does, but that's just the type of team he's playing for.
I want to talk about Turkey. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. Not Cherokee.
Nah, I don't get the reference, bro. I don't get that reference, bro. What's that? What's the
Turkey? Not Cherokee. It's got kind of like
Cherokee, like Cherokee. Nah, you went too far. That's the uncle's jokes.
That
man.
was a reach.
Even with Cherokee, I still don't know. The only Cherokee, anyway, I can't. The only Cherokee I know.
You're just thinking about Jeeps right now.
This is the
same place.
He's like, what's that got to do with cars, man? What's going on?
Bro, I wasn't even thinking about a car. But
yeah, I know.
It's a family show. It's a family.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man, I'm lost. I'm lost.
My trick when I need it. Damn, this is awkward. So anywho, Turkey. Like, let's talk about it, man. What do you not think? Do you think he could have a little mention in the PFA, or is it too soon? Has he not done enough?
Nah, he hasn't done anywhere near enough. He's been cold for like 4 or 5 games on the run, but his PFA, nah, he hasn't done anywhere near enough. If we're talking like rogue PFA players, we could be talking Nico O'Reilly here, wouldn't we?
I thought it'd be a young player, no? Nico O'Reilly, no?
Why can't he get both? If he's good enough, why can't he get both? Or at least just move up into the upper bracket? Because if you still look at the guy that's been clutch for a long time now for Man City, he's been the don.
I'm saying it's going to be from Man City, no? Do you think like one of the PFA players?
He's got 24. He's got 24 G. He's got 24 GA. He's got 24 GA, bro. 45. Yeah, he's got 24.
Shirky is for me.
10 goals, 14 assists.
Baller, and I knew he was a baller from when Leon tore United apart. I think we got the win in the end, but he absolutely tore us a new one, and it was just like this guy's. I remember he was available for like 25 or 30 million, maybe 35 million if I'm not wrong. And then when City got him, it was just like really. And I think Pep's had to eat a little bit of humble pie with him, because I think Pep dropped him for quite a few games, and then like it's like Foden, right? Once you're dropped, it's really hard for Pep to bring you back into the fold. Do you get what I mean? But I think Pep's actually had to have a look and thought, you know what? I need some of these creative players. I need to let Shirky kind of just do what he does and not give him too many like crazy instructions. And I think since Pep's just kind of eased up on him a little bit, the guy's like he's ridiculous. Like, and he's both-footed as well, isn't he? Like he's naturally both-footed. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy baller.
Like today, he was like trying to find an angle, make things happen. I thought Bernardo Silva. I thought well. Like, and I thought maybe he
He's
saw what
phenomenal.
he was doing. He's like, yeah, let me just, because at
Yeah,
first he
yeah,
was
yeah.
dribbling and dancing. I said, oh, okay, them men are trying to go for like goals and goals. And then Turkey just turned up the notch. He's like, yeah, let's go up another level. And he got involved in the game. But yeah, it was crazy because obviously Burnley were pushing, trying to press Man City, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 it's in their half. Haaland's through 1v1, and then
Crazy.
calmly he just puts it away. But yeah, man, like Haaland, look, people been putting shade on Haaland's name, but he's starting to pick back a little bit of form now. It could be he could end up top scorer as well. Could get the golden boot.
Yeah.
Who else is in
And then-
contention for Golden Boot? other than-
Igor from Brentford.
Oh, yeah.
Igor's four goals behind him.
Yeah, and I'm not sure who's on after that, but yeah, I know like Igor's the nearest guy.
Haaland's number 1, isn't he?
Yeah, Haaland's
Yeah,
number
yeah,
one. and
yeah.
Igor's number 2. Yeah,
Haaland's got 24 Premier League goals.
That's
Yeah.
bananas. And he's had a drought.
All like just 24 Premier League goals.
It's not even fair, bro.
And
I mean,
Ola's going to turn up in here and say, yeah, but glorify Peter Crouch. I'm like, right, when did Crouch get 24 goals? Like, on a regular like that.
Innit?
No, he said Andy Carroll, wasn't it? So,
Yeah,
Andy Carroll
yeah.
even, jeez.
What he said was, if you take the goals away, he's like Andy Carroll. Yeah, but my man's got 24 Premier League goals right now.
Yes, you know it.
The side eye.
trust me, that's what I saw. I saw the book. I was like, oh, it's mad similar.
You can tell that Haaland's like a proper like man's man, like the way he is, like in terms of like a striker and how he takes it, like in terms of like just the way he handles like the physical battles, and we can see him off camera and the personality that he is. It's so funny that Guardiola consistently used to get criticized for robotic football, robotic personalities or whatever, yet his teams, literally all the teams he's ever had, have got these type of personalities. Cherky's a madman. We know that Messi's probably on the spectrum somewhere, like very likely, like everyone knows that already. Like he's handled, like honestly, like, seriously,
100%.
you know,
Or them man on drugs. I don't know. One of the
do you know what I mean? So honestly, so he's made it work, and like I think that, like Yoms was saying earlier, Cherky was dropped, but then Guardiola in time very quickly realized before he hurt his own chance to win the Premier League that I need to bring him back in, and so it wasn't. He didn't allow
like because he was playing him out wide at one point. Do you know what I mean? He was playing him out wide, and he was just moving around, moving him in different positions, and finally he just let him be. He said, "Look, he's a free spirit. Let him do his thing." Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes I saw him pop up on the left, certain times I see him pop up on the right, central. And you just got to let these people, like, let them cook, innit? Let them cook.
Well, that's what I'm not trying to even throw shade, but that's what Liverpool are trying to do with Wirtz. But the problem is they don't have a front. Well, they haven't got a front forwards who press as well. So I think you have to give a lot of credit to Semenyo, Haaland, I forgot the other geezer. They really put Doku. They really put in a shift. And then they get surrounded by Nico O'Reilly or Rodri, and then the 3-4 centre backs behind them, Kushner and all that. Like they're off the ball what they do around. Because I don't know if you guys saw, like Cherky's no pressing king. Like he's walking, like he's literally walking, like he's taking liberties. He's literally doing moonwalks in his press, right? Right. Those boys are working hard. Like Wirtz is actually working hard to press, but the boys around him are just not as good. But because the guys around him working so hard, he's still got to work. Like I'm not saying I'm trying to make it sound like he's lazy. He's not, but we just know what he's good at. But you were saying like Ash, like he's able to go to the left, he's able to the right. You can't do that unless you've got a team that works really hard off the ball and is really good in possession. You just can't do it. So credit to those boys, and he's rewarding them for it as well. Great player.
Will you be happy if like Man City won it over Arsenal? I mean, taking like, because I know you're not really a gender, not really biased like that. You know what I'm saying?
Who me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not really.
Sorry, guys.
Big up, Stefan.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, me
you'd be
personally,
happy.
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care. Okay.
Yeah, personally, I don't have as much invested as obviously the London clubs, and as well as obviously the guys in London, but who support like the top 6 clubs and everything else. But I'm not that.
You're just here for the vibes, right? You're here for the entertainment.
Yeah, because I know there's going to be people coming here begging, please Newcastle do something, and me and Mitch will tell you that, hey,
Save your prayers, innit? Save your prayers.
I haven't been that man for a long time. I haven't been that man for a long time.
He said, "Damn, homie, it has
In school, you was the man.
Man said, "Save your prayers. You've got a number of prayers. Don't use one of them on asking us to do something."
You see, you thrown in the towel already. You haven't
Yeah,
even
man.
kicked off.
Use them on something logical, because this ain't it. This ain't the one. This ain't the one.
I hear it, man.
Oh,
Obviously,
man.
got Stefan in the house. Big up, man. And I'm
Guys,
sure you're confident as
I'll
well.
beg up Hanif.
A big up Hanef as well. Yeah, big up. Hey, I'm sure you're confident about Arsenal and Newcastle. Like that's the next game coming in. Well, are you happy
Yeah.
about the result? Not the result, sorry. The performance that City put up today. Does it give you hope?
no, I mean, no, because we actually lost. But in terms of the way we actually performed, I thought that that was probably our best performance in the last like maybe month and a half, 2 months. And it wasn't shocking that both Odegaard and Eze were on the same team. So that was like the first time I think I read since like I think it was October, the last time that they played together. But if Arsenal don't win the next 5 games, which I think they should win all of them, we play against the bottom 5 teams. I think four out of our last 5 games are against the bottom 5 or bottom 6. So no excuses. We have to win all these games and then see what happens. I'm still very very confident that I think City will drop points and yeah.
Against who? Do you reckon
Uh,
they'll drop points?
I think they're gonna drop points either away to Everton or away to Bournemouth. I think those 2 games are gonna be really really tough. And the day I watched them against Burnley, and they didn't look fresh at all. They looked super tired. Mm, And
But they will be
I
fresh, though,
just
won't they? They will be
they
fresh.
won't
There's no
be.
Champions League, is there?
There's no Champions League, but they have midweek games because of the FA Cup. So for me, you know, I can't guarantee that they will drop points, but again, defensively against us, they will give you chances. So for me, that's why I'm quite hopeful that they will drop points against Bournemouth, against Everton, you know, who have something to actually play for. So let's
I
see.
like this
Whilst
Stefan, man. He's very mellow now. Relaxed. He's relaxed, man. It's
no,
like
I'm not
it's
gonna.
taken it's taken a while to get this relaxed now. Now there's no, you need to just be like this all the time. Just chill out. Just
No,
chill
no,
out.
no. I'm not gonna just like some
Just relax.
some in my fan base have the emotional ability of I don't know, a 6-year-old girl. Oh, it's over. It's over. We can't do this anymore. Nah, Arteta out and all that bullshit. Yeah. So for me, I'm not. I'm completely not giving up. Today was actually a really good result for us because they only scored 1 goal.
That's
So
what's up.
if Arsenal, let's say, beat Newcastle, and I think we can, Newcastle have looked poor defensively. If we can, beat them quite well, I have every confidence now because supposedly Timber and Saka are going to be back next week.
Ooh, didn't know
So yeah,
Hold on,
so
hold
for
on.
me, uh,
So,
so
hey,
for
what did
me,
you what did you think of this? Sorry to cut you. What did you think of this situation here? Obviously, this is like feels like an ages ago, but
this was a clear red card, but It didn't get
Man
given.
turned into E Honda, bro. He held back for
Uh,
3 seconds
I
forward
actually
and
think,
punched him.
yeah,
That was
I actually
crazy.
think I agree. I agree that it was a red card, but I think they didn't give it because it was Haaland who started the actual headbutt. He was the one.
Jeez,
Oh
bro.
my gosh.
That's
Jeez, bro.
that's just my opinion, but for me,
There's no law that says that, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just because the
agree.
other guy said
I
something,
said
then
that it was a red card. We got away with it, but supposedly City also. I mean, I didn't think it was a red card, but if you listen to refs, they all said that challenge on Havertz by Husanov was a clear foul, and so thus should have been a red card for being last man. I'm not gonna use ref decisions as if it would have changed anything, but for me,
Stefan, it
it
would have
was a
changed.
red card.
Stefan, it would have changed. So let's not go there.
I mean, Gabriel would have been sent off in the 90th minute or something. It
Yeah,
was
that's
this
not
late
the
in the
point
game.
though. That means the
No,
point
but
is
he would
you
have
wouldn't have
missed
him for
3
three
games.
games.
He's had
That's the whole point.
I mean,
That's the
yeah,
whole point.
it's okay. Gabriel's really good, but Mosquera's been
Oh no,
really
let's
good
not do this.
also.
Let's not
Okay,
do this.
yes, but in
Gabriel's the
turn,
linchpin in your back
Stefan.
four. If he goes down, you can
I
see more goals.
disagree.
100%.
This season, last season I would agree with you, Mitch. This season I
So who's the
disagree.
linchpin then?
Saliba. For me.
Saliba's missed games. Your
This
defense has
season,
been similar.
this season Saliba has been far better, especially since Gabriel came back from injury, which was he had an injury. I think it was November, and then he came back January time. Ever since Gabriel has not been, he's still been really good, but he hasn't been his usual self. Saliba for me this season
Who's the bigger
has been immense, in my opinion.
who's the bigger threat?
He's
Who's the bigger threat when you get a corner or a set piece?
of course. Like, are we talking about defending, or are we talking about like who's
We're talking
the
about
who?
as a player, Gabriel missing for 3 games of your last 5 in a title
Mhm.
run is massive. It's not even just in terms of defending. It's in terms of like scoring a goal from a corner if you
Yeah,
need
but
it, like in
Gabriel,
the last. So
yeah,
I'm saying, like,
yeah,
he's a big in terms of defensive organization and the rest of it. You want both of them, right? You want your best players. To
I
say,
just
oh, Gabriel getting a red wouldn't mean anything for the title run. I don't know.
no. I
I
didn't say
disagree.
it didn't say it wouldn't mean anything. I just said that we have a really good player
Yum,
that will
don't
come in
set
for
him off.
him.
Don't
No,
set him off, Yum.
no, he hasn't set me off, but it's just
Stefan, I
I'm
saw him
saying
mixing drinks. Be careful.
it, okay. No, but for me, we have a really good player that can step in for Gabriel. Obviously, not of the level, but the last time Gabriel scored, I honestly can't remember. It's been a few months, I think. I don't remember if somebody in the chat can correct me. I don't know when was the last time he actually scored a goal. I think it was. I think no, yeah.
I think I've asked you
It's
this question already, Stefan. Sorry to cut you, but
yeah. Go.
should Arteta be backed next season if he wins nothing?
Yes. If we finish second on goal difference and get to the final of the Champions League and lose the final to PSG, yes, 100%. You
Ah,
when
man, bro, you just said
yeah,
lose the what? Are you listening to this? Lose the
yes,
behave yourself, man. Lose. That's the
lose the
problem with you,
final.
man. You just think about. You're not even there, and you're thinking about losing.
No.
Come
In
on,
terms
man.
of in term wait. He asked me
I asked him a question to be fair.
if
I asked
he
No, but
asked
you
me
don't want to
if we don't
lose
win
the final,
anything.
though, do you? You wanna have your
Don't
chest
want,
out like
but
Mitch has at the moment. I'm not gonna win,
okay,
man.
okay, okay.
Come on, Stefan, man.
He asked me
No, but that's got nothing to do
in the
with you really
scenario
losing
that
a
we
final.
he
He's
just asked
asking.
me if we don't win anything. So
Yeah,
what
I
the
know,
fuck
but
am I supposed
bloody
to
hell.
say?
Come on, Stefan, man. Come on, man.
Okay. Well, if we don't win anything but get extremely close like we did this season, you you're not gonna uproot it. organization success will not do this. They can see that we're so close. You just need to, as I said, just tweak the actual squad, buy some more quality, specifically attacking wise, and and
You understand
we're
though, Arsenal fans that might be frustrated and want him out for not getting over like
no,
it's been
I don't,
67 years without a trophy for like one of the big six, and you're like one of the biggest clubs in,
well,
in the Premier League, you know?
Arsenal fans survived 8 years with Wenger, where we were distinctly average every pretty much every year, fighting for top four, and Arsenal fans still accepted Wenger for years, and then we won. We
Wenger
won.
was the Don though. Like he won everything. He did everything. Like
Yes,
you
he
talk about
did.
the Invincibles now. Who created the Invincibles?
Okay, he
That's
did
why
create
guys
the
like that get
Invincibles,
leeway. Why is our
but
The
then
Invisibles.
leeway,
That's why some more
leeway.
attackers.
Okay,
Didn't you spend like 200 mil on attackers this summer?
no,
Invisible
How much did you
trophies.
we
spend on
didn't spend
attackers?
200 mil. We spent
$80 on
we spent
Coquerez.
no 60.
60.
80. Calm down. 80, 60,
Oh, sorry.
60.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I was scared of Chelsea. Sorry, my bad.
yeah.
So Gyökeres. What about Eze?
uh Eze
As it
was
was 30 plus
65, I
add-ons.
think.
That's 125.
60.
Yeah. What about Madueke?
Madueke was
50.
49, 50. Yeah, it was like
So
50.
that's
50, 55.
175. So nearly 200 mil. Like I said, yeah.
Yeah. But in terms of we still need a little bit
SA
more.
was like
Because
60 mil. What's he talking about?
if
30
you
mil?
compare,
Wasn't he 30 mil?
I
Dude,
said this
man, don't set
last
him
year.
off, man. Chill out.
Oh, sorry.
Don't set him off, man.
I said this last year. If you compare the amount of money that's being spent on attacking signings, comparing us to Liverpool or to Man City,
Oh,
We're
it's
not
far
comparing you
less.
to them. You're comparing them. We're not asking
yeah.
you to compare them. We're just asking you how much is your attack worth.
Right now, I would say no. I would say personally that we need a winger,
No.
like a
That's not the
top left
question, man.
winger.
Stop deflecting.
Going on, boys?
How much is how much ours?
Big up
Well,
Jay, man.
How we doing,
Good to see you.
boys?
Sir. Good to
Martinelli
see
is
you.
like was like 6 million when we bought him. Now he's probably worth, I don't know, 40, 50. Saka
Do you know
is
what?
probably
Yeah,
worth 70, 80
This
million.
guy's
We're
this
doing
guy's
the
the
economic.
magician, man. Proper deflector, man. We're talking about last season. Mitch asked him about last season. He's going through the full attacking lineup. Come on,
Yeah.
Okay,
I've missed a little bit of the subject matter, but where are
shock,
we at? Because
shock.
I hear Stefan
Jay
being
joins in.
defensive. Stefan, you're being defensive.
I'm not defensive. I'm not
For the
defensive.
first time, I'm able to talk to you in second place.
Oh, okay.
You're in second place. Like
Great.
it's not per se in your hands anymore. How do you feel? You're a man who likes control.
It is in our hands. If
Do
we
you feel
score
in
more
control?
goals,
Do you feel in control?
Do you feel
yes.
control?
Yes. If Arsenal score more goals than Man City and win all 5 games, they win the league. So it kind of is still
See,
in Arsenal's hands.
the terminology
Simple.
the terminology that you use is slightly shifting because previously
It's really not shifting.
it used to be when, now it's if. I'm just saying the language is changing. It definitely
It's really
used to
not.
be when.
You
used to say
I'm
when.
still
No,
confident.
you used to say when. You always used
Yeah.
to say when. You said when Arsenal do this, when Arsenal do that, when Arsenal. Now it's if. If Arsenal do, there's definitely a change in language.
No, that's not a change in language. It's not in our hands. And I said it is. Because based on the fact that Arsenal have to score, if they score more goals,
Was that a
and
hint
if
of
they
a
play
voice
better,
crack as well?
it's not a voice crack. I'm still
It sounded
confident.
okay. No,
Okay,
this is
okay.
less confident. You haven't said that I'm full of shit, and we're 2 minutes into speaking to each other.
Can I just say something?
That's definitely a lack of confidence. Like,
no, it's not a lack of
Would you-
confidence.
I can say good evening to you, and you say I was full of shit. You're definitely a little
No, but
bit.
you are. But Jay, just by the mere fact that you show up now when you haven't shown up for a month or 2 months, conveniently in the stream,
Stefan,
you
don't
told
lie.
me about
You think
Arsenal.
you know the exact
think
days. You know the exact
I,
days.
You
I
wait,
didn't
wait.
even know you. I didn't even know you were going to be on the stream. This is just an added
Of
bonus.
course.
Like this,
Of
I
course,
was
yeah,
just
of
catching up.
course,
I was just
It
catching up
was
with the peeps.
it was just a coincidence that you show up on this stream now. Okay,
It is a
yeah,
coincidence. It
of
is a
course,
see.
yeah.
This
Everything is a
is the
coincidence with you.
conspiracy
Everything is a,
theories that
of
Arsenal
course.
fans
I
discuss.
think
There's
Ash has
no
got something to do
conspiracy
with that.
theory. I just happen to be here. You happen
Oh
to be
yes,
here.
you just happened to be missing for 2 months, and just when Arsenal looked like they're
Oh, okay.
bottling or choking, you just happened to show up. It just
So me
mere
turning up when
coincidence, guys. It's a mere coincidence.
Spurs are in the relegation zone. Does that sound like the most beneficial time for me to turn up?
Yes, because you're a Spurs fan. So Spurs fans automatically are the biggest losers because they care more about Arsenal failing than their own fucking team getting relegated. That's how loser of a fan base you guys are. It's the truth. You guys care more. I have seen Spurs podcasts arguing that if Arsenal finish second and they get relegated, what's the bigger bottle? Can you imagine how can you argue this? You getting
Nah, man, I
relegated
don't want
compared to
Tottenham to go
Arsenal?
down, man. I'm gonna miss expressions, man. I can't have that, man. I
Exactly.
need
No,
my
no,
expression. I need
We're
my dose of
staying. Don't
expression.
worry. We're staying up, man. I'm not. We're staying
I
up.
can't,
We're
I
staying.
can't, I can't have
okay.
expressions going down, man. That
Nah,
and
bro, what about me? What about me? I'll be doing championship content.
It will be amazing. It will be
I'm
amazing. And you know
I'm
what? I've changed
waiting.
my mind. I've changed my mind on that too. I wanted Spurs to stay up because I love the Northern and Derby, but after seeing all these podcasts and seeing Jay being the typical Spurs fan, I don't give a fuck anymore. I hope you
Haven't said
guys
a
get
word.
relegated.
Haven't
I
said a
hope
word.
you
Haven't
in,
said a word.
in the
Mm.
chat, Jay, in
What
the
have I said?
chat.
What I said?
In terms of the Arsenal shit, like the bringing up Arsenal and like all of this, like this is a bit like trying to compare
Can
your
everyone see that? Can everyone
situation.
see that? I've done nothing. I've just
Okay, of
faced
course, yeah.
Stefan. I've just faced Stefan with
Okay.
reality, and he's upset with me. That's all I've done. I just
What
presented
reality,
reality to
man?
Stefan.
Arsenal are still can still easily win the
Of
league.
course, you can still
You
win the
guys
league.
can still get relegated. What reality are you setting? You are
Oh,
nowhere near Arsenal. You're not in Arsenal's position. What
mhm.
gall or shamelessness do you have to fucking talk shit to Arsenal fans when you're on the brink of probably the most embarrassing downfall of any football club, maybe since River Plate in 2010 when they got relegated? This could be even
damn,
more
he went to
embarrassing.
Argentina, man. Bloody chill
Wow.
out.
I listen. I understand if Spurs were to go down, it would be a
No, it would
disgrace.
be it would be the
It would be one
biggest
of the it would be
catastrophe.
probably it would be one of the biggest stories of all time. No doubt. But we're not getting relegated. We're staying up. So don't worry about that. And on the sidebar
Why
of
do you feel? Wait. Why do you feel you haven't won a game this year in the Premier League?
doesn't
Why do you
hey
feel
listen, it's always darkest before the dawn. You know, so
Batman quotes now?
Sometimes
Batman.
it's just
Okay.
dark.
that's what
Sometimes
I'm
it's just
saying.
dark.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Listen,
Sometimes the sun just don't come back up.
Sometimes
listen. I'm gonna say it like this. Yeah, Spurs, right? Spurs played this super Brighton team. Yeah, should have beaten better team. Yeah, saw how good Brighton are when they wiped the floor with Chelsea. Yeah,
Oh,
but
Chelsea
Spurs.
are shit. Chelsea are
Hey,
just shit.
but so
I
do you not think
agree.
Spurs? Do you not think Spurs are shit? So how
I
come
mean,
Spurs were able to? How come Spurs were able to put in that level of performance against Brighton if Spurs are shit?
was it that good of a performance,
Well, I
Jay?
mean,
Like,
if Brighton are by far at the moment, Brighton are essentially the best team in the Premier League at the moment. Yeah,
yeah,
like
they're in the
they
best run of form
yeah,
in
they're
the
in the
last
best
like
run of
two
form.
months
No,
or
they're the best
something.
run of form to like such an extent. They've got like 6, 7, 8 more points than the
Six
team
seven,
that's
6-7.
No, from what I read, they're
so
on like they're on, from 8 games.
okay,
They've won 7 or 6, lost one and drew one. So they're in a
okay,
really good vein of
okay.
form.
They're in so
Okay, how
against
far are we now back
Sunderland,
on this form? Just to clarify, how far are we going back on this form?
What do you mean? Well, we can only go back 2 games with De Zerbi, innit? Do you know what I mean? So,
I mean,
Sunderland,
Brighton's form.
Brighton's form, but it's like 2 months, 3 months, 2.5 months.
So in the last 10 games, they're
They've
fifth in
got,
the
they've,
form table.
Oh,
but
really?
no,
Oh,
but
yeah.
in the last like 6, 7, but that 10 games is probably pre-Christmas, if you actually. But they probably played in the last 2.5 months. In the last
Okay,
2 months, they probably
guys.
played.
let's give it to Jay. They played against a team in form and got
Yeah,
a
and we
and,
played well.
and drew.
So
Okay,
okay,
well
so we
done.
went we went
Okay,
away to Sunderland. Yeah, we lost 1-0.
that was shit, Jay. That was
It wasn't
horrendous. That
okay.
game.
Okay, so you can say it was shit. I'll say
You did
Sunderland
nothing
need
in the game. What did
right.
you do
Okay,
in that game?
but Sunderland made at least 2 last-ditch tackles on us, like open goals. Solanke had a chance. Sunderland
That was
probably
the
should have
only
had a red.
chance.
Sunderland probably should have had a red. It was really bad. We were really
Okay, okay,
okay,
yeah, okay, that's true. Okay.
and Sunderland then scored a mad deflected goal to beat us. That's
Yeah,
the
but
that,
wait,
so,
but Jay, you're also missing out. Probably missed a big chance.
bro,
Xhaka
yeah,
missed
bro, probably
a
listen,
huge
bro,
chance.
listen. I'm saying that's the very first game Spurs had going away to a team that has very strong home form, narrow 1-0
That's
defeat.
also
Didn't do
not
enough.
true.
But,
That's also not true because they had
okay,
lost their last 3 home games before they played
well,
you.
okay. So I think Sunderland are a good team at home. So considering
True.
Spurs
Okay.
were essentially the worst team in the Premier League when De Zerbi took over, yeah, to go from the
Okay.
worst team in the Premier League to so
The,
I'm saying
this
those 2 games now Spurs have got we've got
Wolves away
Wolves
that have nothing to play for, but you have
Wolves
a
away
terrible record there. Yeah.
Wolves away. Like if the Spurs team is as good as I think we are, we go to Wolves and win, not comfortably, but maybe by 1 or 2
By
goals.
the way, Jay, sorry, I don't know. I didn't mean to. Sorry, if you guys don't know the rumors, your left back is supposedly done for the season.
Okay, cool. Spencer will play left back. We'll see how that
We
goes.
actually have better home form than Sunderland at the minute, by the way.
Bro, by the way, Wolves actually have. Oh, by the way, like as much as confident as I am, this is just because like this is a De Zerbi team, baby. Wolves' home form is really good. Like in the last 3 months,
No,
Wolves' home form is really, really good.
Spurs historically at the Molineux are dog shit. Like
Yeah,
they've
they've
beaten you how many
actually
times?
beaten us. Actually, the more I talk, the less confident I am. But let's move on. So
Wolves has got
no
something
point.
to say, right?
Let's not focus on that. But yeah, Villa hopefully rotate their team. Then we've obviously got Leeds. Like what I saw from Leeds tonight against Bournemouth, they're a good team.
They're really good. They're a
But yeah,
really
listen,
solid team.
we've not won in 2026, but I think 3 wins out of 5 keeps us up. We've got enough games to do it.
So wait, who are you gonna beat?
I actually think we beat
Wolves?
Chelsea now. I will say on record,
Jay,
we're going
no
to
matter
Chelsea to
how
win.
shit, no, Jay, no matter how shit Chelsea
We're going to
are,
Chelsea
they
to win.
always beat
We're
you.
going
They
to
always
Chelsea
beat
to
you.
win. I'm telling
Jay,
you that now.
It's a curse. They always
Bro,
beat
listen, my manager is not losing to Callum McFarlane. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My manager is not losing to Callum McFarlane. No chance. Not happening.
Because their Chelsea's next game is Nottingham Forest. You reckon they're going to get a manager?
Oh, Forest are going to slap him up.
You know, obviously, how do you feel about Rosignol leaving? Are you happy? Are you celebrating, or you're not bothered?
Me, I'm sad because I was sad that they got sacked because I was pretty sure we were going to get something off Rosignol. But then when I seen that Callum McFarlane's in charge, I'm like, this is great. Because it's going to be like when you sacked Potter and brought in Lampard. I don't think it's going to make a huge material change. These players have thrown the manager under the bus. They don't rate him. They don't respect him. They're not listening to him. It's kind of like a little bit like what they did to AVB. But obviously those players had prestige and more status. But I'm just looking at it like, I feel a bit sorry for him, but the job was too big for him anyway. It was crazy that Chelsea thought that they could put this manager in charge of these players and it wouldn't have a material. To me, it smacks of they don't respect managers. Their whole conduct since they've took over is they don't respect managers because only somebody who doesn't appreciate the role a coach or manager has would get rid of Maresca and replace it with Rosignol. You must be thinking that managers don't mean anything. That's the only way to justify that decision.
Yeah. It's called baseball. Yeah, that's basically baseball. You hire a manager just for the sake of managing ego. And the whole point of baseball is to have the best talent because baseball is the only American sport where there's no salary cap. And so because at the Dodgers, they have one of the biggest budgets, so they have the most amount of talent. So they thought if we accumulate all the best young talent, like they do in baseball, where they put them in like the second and the third divisions so they can develop and some turn into superstars, most don't. They thought we can kind of change the role of the manager into simply a tactician slash man manager, like it is in baseball, and they've had a rude awakening, clearly. So
I wanted to get
in
Hanif.
2 years, in 2 years, if they continue this project in the same way that they're doing, they're gonna be Spurs. Like
Obviously,
that's my hot take. In
obviously,
2
Hanif's
years,
a Chelsea fan. What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you agree with what Stefan's saying?
No, it's
Like,
more or less right. Yeah, it's a
downward
shit show at the
protest.
moment because it's just American ownership. They don't understand the game. We have to, and they went cheap and cheerful, thinking that this guy will do something. Thinking that a young manager who's, let's be honest, I think he played in the Premier League for Fulham, maybe,
it was
but
shit. It was shit
uh,
play.
it wasn't. You can't say he was a shit player. He played in Prem, regardless of what you think.
He was a low caliber Premier League player. It
Right.
wasn't anything
Okay.
special.
I disagree. I think if you play in the Prem, you're a decent player. Whether you stay in the Prem, that's obviously the question. But he just didn't have the experience. And when you don't have the experience and you don't have and you've never won anything, then you've got to earn the respect of the players first. And I understand why he took the job. It's good money, good PR, I guess. But yeah, it ended a lot sooner than I thought it would. I thought they'd probably stick with him until the end of the season. But Chelsea just need to go get some experience and just buy some experienced players, and they'll get top 10 next season.
And if I think that Brighton game, it was more than obviously Brighton are informed, but
Yeah, Brighton.
the attitude of Chelsea,
They were pathetic.
it was scary stuff, Hanif. I think it was too much. They got bullied totally. But
they literally were not running. They were not trying.
Yeah.
It was shocking.
And that was hard. That was hard to watch, man.
That was hard to watch. They were even kind of cursing each other in areas as well. Like it was mad. Like it was mad watching it. And if I was going to ask you though about that game, but also about Cole Palmer, because there's like an instant interview that we saw one interview where he's saying like he'll stay or something like that, and he gave another interview to say like if they don't qualify for the Champions League, then who knows what could happen. Jeez. And he didn't look too impressed looking through this, too impressed with Reece James and sitting in the stands watching all of that.
Yeah, what do you think is going to happen with him? He's always injured, Reece James.
You finished, man. Jeez, what's wrong with this guy, bro? What do you think is going to happen with Cole Palmer and all of his like big stars and everything else?
He can go.
In Chelsea.
I'm not bothered. He can go. If you, I'll be honest with you, this season he's been average at best, but no, below average. Sure. It isn't. Listen, look, I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's a good player, but I've seen that guy get smashed this season. You've got to turn up, innit? You've got to turn up. True. You've got to get your basics right. If that guy makes the England squad, I will be shocked because he's not that good at all this season.
You say leave him.
That's just me being honest. He can listen. Look, if Arsenal want to pay 60 million, we'll sell him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And if on behalf of all Man United fans, yeah, and on behalf of any team that wears a red jersey, I've got to apologize for selling you Garnacho, man. Like, I feel bad, bro.
Yes.
Jay, you didn't sell him to us. You didn't. The board wanted him. As soon as he came, it was downhill anyway. So it's okay. It's okay. Listen, we learned the hard way.
And listen, as somebody that has Garnacho stocks, yeah, appreciate that we've lost a high percentage of value. However, listen, I'm here to help us solve a problem like Alejandro. Because no, hold up. Yep. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it's going to think it's stupid. So herein lies the Garnacho problem. And I'm going to explain this to you, yeah? Because Garnacho, regardless of what you guys say, yeah, I still believe in Alejandro. And the problem that Garnacho has is...
I love my baby mama. I'll never let her go.
Yeah, exactly. He's got... Look at someone like Ekitike, right? Look at Ekitike, right? The reason he had so much like plaudits and stuff is because he was smashing it at Frankfurt. yeah, Garnacho needs to drop down a level. He's played for 2 Cat A clubs, yeah, United and Chelsea, yeah. And what's required of him at the moment, he's not able to deliver.
Jay, but Jay,
Yeah.
here's
So what he needs to do is he just needs to find his club of a lower level where he can be the star, where he can like be the
So what you're saying,
talisman.
he needs to find a smaller pond, is what you're saying.
He needs to find a smaller pond. Yeah.
but wait, guys. Here's the biggest issue with him, though. He thinks he's much better than he is. Jay is completely right. He is for Brentford or a Fulham or a type of team like that where he can develop and play regularly. But he thinks he's fucking one of the best wingers.
You're scaring me.
I think this is humbled him. I think this time. Well,
I don't think so.
Well, it needs to, because it obviously stinking performances. I understand, but I'll also look at it. We can obviously bring Esteval into this too, because I saw today. He's got a great, and this is the thing. Grade 4, yeah. Grade 4 is grade 4 is reserved for clarinets and recorders. Do you know what I mean? I've never seen grade 4. Yeah.
No, it means there is with hamstrings.
Like KDB had a deep grade 3. Yeah, deep grade 3 KDB, right? And at least he got that, getting a treble. Do you know what I mean? The one leg treble. Yeah. Esteval fucked himself up versus Port Vale and shit. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, listen, right? That's another one on the conveyor belt. Those left-footed right wingers, Chelsea are absolutely churning them. It started with Angelo, Kenneth Pies, Murriera.
Angelo.
Throw Esteval on the pile. Let's move on. Quenda's coming in the summer. Let's go again.
Who remembers Washington?
Let's go again. Let's try again. Left-footed right winger. Let's go.
Man, it's crazy.
I realize as you guys were talking about Garnacho that we're going to be looking for a left winger once Anthony Gordon's going.
Whoa. Let's put that out there.
I'll give it 10 million. 10 million.
Garnacho could do okay in Newcastle.
No.
Intensity's their name.
Intensity's the game, baby.
That's it. Like that's it. A tune like struggle ballers like me. He played like, that's what I'm saying. His team is full of struggle ballers. That's what I'm saying. Jay, like he loves it.
But Jay, would you, since you're kind of defending him a little bit, would you take him as Spurs then?
100%.
Of course he would.
Really? You
take the championship?
That shitty attitude.
Like, listen. Like Garnacho would give us a look. Like we have no winger. Like of course I take Garnacho, man. Like he's still like Garnacho would start for like half the Premier League clubs.
No, he wouldn't.
I think just about. I think he's just about one.
Yum. Whatever you're smoking, pass it down. Pass it around.
Nah, you say this now, and then you sign Kevin Sade, and in 3 months you're complaining about Kevin Sade. Do you know what I mean? Like you guys have been through so many left wingers, yeah, and a lot of them were rated at the clubs that you bought them from, and they get to your club.
Were they though? Because Gittins,
to an extent,
because Gittins for me is up there with Wirtz as a close second to the biggest flop of the season. But Gittins, for example, if you read, like there was I think who wrote a piece on him. You
don't think Garnacho could be doing what Gittins did at Dortmund? You think if Garnacho went to Dortmund, he wouldn't be doing what Gittins was doing?
But wait, but that was the point. Gittins at Dortmund was extremely up and down. He didn't even start regular. He wasn't like a regular start. He'd go through really good patches and then he'd be benched. And that was why Dortmund were shocked that they were willing to pay 60 million.
Yeah, but look at like players in the Bundesliga, the wingers. Like you look at like someone like Nusa is very, very highly rated. You know, you look at Diamande,
100 million.
100 million. Yes. I'm like, this is what I'm trying to say is like, Gittins isn't better than Garnacho. Like he's not. So
because
like
he's shit, they're both shit.
Yeah, fair enough, they're both shit. But what I'm trying to say is like when you look at these players, right? I always say this, you've got to work out Who is a very good player in good, bad, mediocre form, and who is a decent / good player in very good form? That is incredibly. That's the skill. That's the
I just
skill of
think
top scouts.
decision making needs to be coached. I feel like there's certain times when he should be pulling a cross off, or he should be doing a cutback.
Ash, he's not serious. He's just not serious at the moment. He's still a young lad, plays video games, and he's a shocking player. He's a shocking player.
He's got a shitty
Bloody hell,
attitude.
sir.
Do
Bloody hell,
you know
Stefan,
when?
relax.
Do you know when I knew? Do you know when I knew that he wasn't gonna get to the levels, yeah, or that it would take him a lot longer to get to the levels? Is when he released that Insta clip of him and his dog doing some barking rap tune. I was this ain't a guy that anybody in the dressing room is gonna be like, yeah, this is our guy. Like, surely somebody's got, and it all makes sense because going back to when he first burst on the scene in the senior team at United, and they asked Bruno about his capabilities. I think he had just scored the overhead kick, and Bruno said he can be a fantastic player if he stays focused. And at the time, everybody was like, well, why is Bruno saying that? And you fast forward a year or a couple of years later, and you can actually see the reason why he's somebody who thinks he is a lot better than he actually is.
Yeah, like Cole Palmer. He's got
a really high ceiling. I mean,
like Cole Palmer.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Come on, that's a bit harsh. No,
it's not. You know what, right? If you don't perform, you get the stick, man. It's as simple as that. There's no nonsense here. But the problem is, I've got my expectation on how good these players are. It's night and day at the moment. So that's why, Stefan, I take it. When we deserve it, I have to take. I accept the L's. Give me the L's. I'll take them all day.
I do too.
Because we're shit.
I think one thing Chelsea needs to be careful about as well is the base, because once you break through your established floor, anything can happen. Do you know what I mean? That's what happened with Spurs. Like once we broke through,
that's what I mean. They're gonna be. If you look at their recruitment every single summer, the ones that they do the ones that they replace. So like Mason Mount, Havertz, all these players that came in. Madueke, for Gittins and for they're getting worse. Jackson is, if you look at his stats, he's better than Joao Pedro, and he's 10 times better than Delap.
I don't think he's better than Joao Pedro, but he's better than Delap, definitely.
He's definitely better than that. But if you look at Cole Palmer when he played his best football, it was with Jackson. It was with Cole Palmer loved playing with Jackson. Yeah, and for me, in my opinion, Joao Pedro is
no pauses there.
Sorry,
no pausing on the okay. We're mature this evening. I was just like the whole love playing with Jackson thing was with Michael, and it doesn't matter. Continue.
Yeah, Michael came.
I'm gonna be for me. Jackson was actually way better than people gave him credit. Look, what was he? Did he miss chances? Did he frustrate? Yes, but in terms of the way he actually created chances, he created chaos. He's way better than Delap, in my opinion. He's better than Joao Pedro because Pedro is good. Is a good footballer. He's better than Jackson, but as a striker,
Jackson.
In my opinion, yes. In my opinion, yes.
Okay, so I agree. Me and Stefan agreeing horrible. I agree with a lot of what Stefan's saying. The biggest issue that I've got with what Stefan's saying is there comes a point when players like Jackson and Nunes, they miss something unforgivable. And that's what breaks the bond with the fans. Yeah, it's not that the fans don't appreciate. It's just Jackson and Nunes. I've watched those. I think Nunes was the one where he put it over the bar from like a couple of yards out. Yeah, and that was
misses.
That was the moment I could see collectively. Even the biggest Liverpool fan of Nunes was like, nah, you know what? And Jackson did the same thing. Like there was a couple of one-on-ones, and you missed big chances, and then you go on to lose the game, or he was getting red cards and stuff like that. And obviously, like you say, Delap's a UFC fighter. They obviously didn't think that they were getting like literally somebody who likes to fight more than Jackson, like somebody who prioritizes fighting. But his priority is fighting first, and then obviously
Don't you think
if he
Chelsea
gets
just
to
need
play a bit
to?
of football afterwards.
Don't you think
He
Chelsea
is,
just need
yeah.
to stop? They need to stop recruiting in secondary schools. Like
Yeah.
these men are like
It's true. It's
these
true.
men are like UCAS, bro. Like it just
This is another problem.
Like, it's mad.
But
Not
this is the problem
UCAS,
they've
man.
got. Is like
GCSEs, man. GCSEs, man.
no. But this is a big problem Chelsea have got, and I've noticed it recently. Is they're not improving the first team.
They're getting
that's
worse.
But like in their constant recruitment, you can replace squad players for squad players. That's fine, but the level of the first team as well can drop. See what I mean? So the level that they're at doesn't mean that that's the level they're always going to be.
The only
so,
the only player that they signed too, because I've been actually one of the few players that have been impressed in their shitty run is the left back Atto. He's been good. Like he actually he's been good. I know he started the season really poorly, but I think ever since the new year he's been actually quite good. It's only Pedro and Hato. All of the other players that they have signed. I mean, Mark Gu, what the hell is this guy's job? Is he like the designated bus driver? He just shows up on the bench, like comes on for 10 minutes, does fuck
He's not old enough to
all.
drive.
Yeah, probably in that. But it's like, what is the point? I saw their bench. They have spent almost 2 times more than Arsenal. Okay, and I saw their bench yesterday. They had a guy called Derry. No idea who the fuck this guy is. They had another guy with a hyphenated name, so no chance he's some big signing. It's like, you know, it's so where did all this money go? It's shocking to me. And then
people with hyphenated names can't go for big money.
Yeah, that was a random.
I'm joking. Okay, like fuck. Okay, so it's like for me, I just see their whole policy as being super arrogant. They honestly thought they could come in and just change football, and then on top of it, they don't even have one sporting director. They have 3.
That's
and it's
crazy.
like they have no idea what they're on the cusp. If they continue like this, they will be Spurs in 2 years because all these top players, the only thing they did well was they have leverage in terms of if, let's say, Cole Palmer wants to leave or Caicedo or Enzo, they can tell them, fuck off. You have another 20 years on your contract. So they're going to have to pay big money to us. That's the only kind of good thing that they did. But then when you look at some of their signings, players that don't get, for me, Garnacho deserves to get, he's been terrible. But Delap has been worse. In my opinion, one of the worst defenders in the Premier League in Benoit Badiashile. I'm better than him. He's horrendous. And then I'll give you credit, Jay. You were right. I actually thought he was good. Fofana, oh my God, this season. Jesus Christ, he is being horrendous. And on top of this, they gave a new deal to Reece James, who probably knows the physio team better than his first team players.
But James is still one. He's one of that world class players or potential world class.
How is he? Can we stop with this? How is he world class when he plays fucking 10 games a year?
I think Reece. I think
world class.
When he's fit, like this is the problem. When he's fit,
when he's okay, great, okay. Yeah,
but he is fit, like he is really, like if you watch him play, he's still absolutely quality.
I'm not saying he's not good. He's a really good player. But you cannot tell me a guy is world class or really good when he plays 10 to 15 games a year. Diaby, when he played for Arsenal, was amazing.
Yeah, but like what those 15 games are world class?
I'm gonna disagree. Reece James didn't put the games that I watched, all of them. He wasn't world class in all of them. So it's like this concept that people have of him because he's missing so much. So when he comes back, he has one really good game, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, if he was fit, he'd be the best right back in the world." People love to actually do that. Kind of like now I'm reading Spurs fans when it comes to the revisionism with Kulu and with Maddison, forgetting that Kulu was really shit before his injury. Maddison was benched also, but suddenly when a player is injured and he's missing for a long time, people forget their warts. James is similar because he plays so little, and when he comes back, he gives you one really good performance. You're like, oh, He's world class if he stays fit. Well, I'm sorry. The best ability is your availability, and
Hold
he's
on,
not available enough.
hold on. But I do think over the last 18 months, for example, he's played more than Saka.
Oh,
Okay. Saka,
oh.
okay, Saka, okay, and before that, Jay, for 3
No,
years, from what I read,
no, I appreciate it, but for the last 18, I think 18 months is a good sample size. I didn't go 12 months, I went 18. I could have gone
18
2
months.
years. But the last
Okay.
18 months, Reece James, I'm 90% sure has played more than Saka.
I need to check
Have you-
this. Last
Have
year,
you checked
yes.
that?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I
sure, like
really need to check this.
even loosely, if you go to like Premier League like games, just if you just like loosely,
Because from last
There's
season,
about
I
100
remember
Saka's played about 100 more minutes in the Premier League this season.
that's so one game.
Yeah.
and Saka's been injured a lot this year.
Yeah, and I think Reece James played at least as much as Saka last season, maybe more.
Yes, because Reece James played just as much because Reece James had Conference League. So whenever they played Conference League,
Well, I'm
he
saying
wouldn't.
I'm just merely saying like I wouldn't
Stop
hold
calling it
Saka's
Conference League. Call it Europe.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
I
Henry.
wouldn't.
Europe,
I wouldn't.
yeah,
I
European football.
wouldn't hold Saka's injuriness over the last 18 months against him when rating him as a player. I just go off how he's actually played. I wouldn't say.
But Jay, Saka has had one major injury, and this year he's had like niggling injuries. Reece James, before that season, that last season that you said where he's played quite a bit, I think I read a stat that Reece James had missed almost 90% of available Premier League games for 3 years almost. So he missed a ton. I think he had 2 surgeries on his hamstrings. I remember even I think it was 2021, 22, and 23, he barely played. So this concept that how can you make a guy that barely plays your leader and your captain
True.
and your highest paid player? And
It's true.
I read now, I guarantee you that the rats are gonna start jumping ship because Enzo is seeing that Moises Caicedo got a new deal. I'm guessing he's one of the highest paid players. Enzo's gonna be like, I'm never injured. I play every fucking game for Chelsea. And arguably, I've had a better season than him. I want the same money as him. Malo Gusto, who's had to cover for Reece James for the last 2 years, I guarantee he's probably paid 30 to maybe 30% of what he's paid. His agent will probably tell him, fuck this. This is so unfair. So, for me, I just think their whole management of the squad has been an absolute disaster. And just like with Spurs, where they keep on recycling managers, I think if they continue, they're honestly they're going to get relegated.
I think
in like 2 years.
Whoa, that's a bold statement. But where do they go from here? Like what? Like let's just pass it to the panel because I want to get everyone's thoughts on this. Like where do they go from here? Like what manager? Do they go for another inexperienced
Experience.
manager?
You go for experience. No, you go for experience and you buy experienced players
You
with
think
leadership
Chelsea would do that?
ability.
You think Chelsea will go for an experienced manager? Like look
They have to. They have to, or it's going to get worse. Spurs is the example.
So when you say experience, is like experience in the Premier League? Are we talking, or is it are you talking about like in Europe? What's your definition of experience?
Preferably the Premier League, but it depends on what this crazy board is up to. Because they thought just buying young players. You can't deviate from a strategy that used to work before. Chelsea used to buy the best talent or some of the best talent in Europe. You don't buy up and coming good talent. You can have one or two because one or two will work, like Cole Palmer, for example, and Estevao. But the players around them, they need to have experience and leadership ability. If you look at Newcastle, right? I know they've had a bad season, but if you look at Newcastle, there is a core group of players there that once they sort themselves out, Toon and Mitch, they're going to go straight back into the top 4, top 5. They just need to sort their foundation out a little bit. But Chelsea don't have the foundation.
Eddie Howe, Hennef. Would you take him, Eddie Howe?
Yeah.
What's this daylight robbery? What's going on here, bro? Where did that come from?
If we got some experienced players around him, if we got some experienced players as well, then yeah.
What about someone like Iraola?
Exactly. He's perfect.
Well, is he a yes man? Is he the yes man that they want? That's the
I
issue.
don't. Well, the problem is if you keep getting these yes men are going to take the club into League One. So I think it depends on. I think what needs to happen is the club has to be sold to someone who actually knows how to run it. Until that
Oh, so
doesn't happen,
this vibe, yeah.
remember I've made this. I made the
Oh,
statement last year that United are going to win the league before Chelsea. It's going exactly the way I thought it was. So you know, it's, I hate to be right, but I'm right all the time with Chelsea. But it's okay. It's
Hope you're
all
right about
right.
Newcastle too.
Yeah. That top four, top five chart needs
That
to be right next season for me. I'm liking that.
yeah.
No, I think Newcastle's all right. It's because when you're a club that's lost your best player for some odd reason, it shook the foundations of Newcastle when it shouldn't have. And I blame Eddie Howe for a lot of that because he's not had that before. And I think Newcastle, right, because they've got the finances now. I think Newcastle could attract Enrique. It's a brand new project. Well, if you back him, I think that could happen at Newcastle, but only if you spend the money.
you think
But if
Glazier?
you, I'm telling you right now, I think Newcastle are the best. I think Newcastle are a better prospect than Chelsea at this moment in time.
Yeah, I mean,
What about Iriola? Will you take him? Bournemouth manager.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take Iriola.
oh,
He plays.
yeah,
He
he's
plays
good enough.
direct football. I'll take that, but you need experience. Without experienced players, we're gonna be bottom half of the league.
And
Oh,
I
he
think
might have to
Hannif
go
is right what he
to
said right at the beginning about the owners, because they're going to determine, even if you get a talented manager, Iriola or someone with more experience, A, are they going to want to be there in the first place? And B, if they do want to be there, is it because they know they're going to get a good cash settlement? Because you're not, at the moment, you're not going to Chelsea. I know they've won obviously literally last season, but the way everything's set up, I did like a long show about it before with a Chelsea fan called Bobby Fairview, and then he did the background on Chelsea's finances, and it's literally feels like it's got a whole bunch of venture capitalists who run it, and it's people that want their money literally now. Their money's going in all sorts of different directions, and it's almost like it's basically run like a Ponzi scheme. And when
It is, yeah.
when
It
you've
is
got
run
when
like a
you've got
Ponzi.
those type of kind of financial pressures, football is second priority, finance is the first priority. And so if you're a manager that's got anything about them, like Luis Enrique, anything above, you're not going to go there. There's a reason why. They went for Razinha. They knew that
They can
he would
control
do
him.
whatever they could control him. He would do what, and he probably didn't even have a say in whether he's going to take the job or not, really. But the thing is, they didn't know that it would get this bad this quickly, and before the FA Cup and everything else. They thought they could ride the wave. Like they were still competing, they were still in the top five, but they forgot that this is the Premier League. Nobody cares about who you are in the Premier League, and then they slid down really, really quickly. So they said heard the last. Hanif will be able to correct me if I'm wrong. The last time I saw is that apparently this is going to be a period of reflection for their owners. What that means, even if they wanted to change, I don't think they can, because they literally got people banging down the door saying, "Give me my money." They owe a lot of money. There's even the operation costs are through the roof. Some of the like even the finances you guys are seeing, that's not all their finances. They're hiding it in different accounts as well. It's insane what they've done to that club. It's absolutely horrendous what they've done to that club. It should be absolutely illegal for anybody to do that to any football club. They're going to be doing case studies on this in the next 5, 10, 20 years about there's going to be case law about this as to what not to do in terms of running a club. It's absolutely horrendous.
No, but Toon,
So
just to add to what Toon said about the financial analysis, if you guys are interested, there's a Chris Weatherspoon from the Athletic did a thorough financial analysis of their current accounts, and it's a complete shit show. Like it's the tsunami is
Sounds about right.
if they don't get Champions League football, and if they can't guarantee a new stadium soon, you guys have no idea the amount of like debt that they're in. So
they
not
can't.
only will they have to sell guys, they're gonna have to sell it in a similar fashion to the way Abramovich, in which they basically have to say, okay, we're gonna sell it to you for 1 billion, but you also have to pay another 2 billion of debt. So it's not going to be that attractive to, let's say, an investor to actually start. And then on top of this, they have a massive market disadvantage based on the fact that their stadium is old and small. So it's Chelsea. If they continue like this, Chelsea will. It will be very at least Spurs, for example. They're much more attractive in terms from a financial standpoint to invest. They have a new stadium. They have everything. Chelsea, if they screw this up, Chelsea can go. They were 40 years ago. They were a parking lot pretty much. They were bankrupt and had to rent their own parking lot to clients and to businesses so they can make ends meet for a while. So I wouldn't be
Don't
surprised
worry,
if
Stefan. Stefan, don't worry. You can park your car there for $4.99 a day. I will sort you out, lad. Yeah, I just
Chelsea?
want to touch on something
I
what Toon
doubt it.
said,
I
right?
doubt it, Hanif.
Toon, you know what the funny thing is? You know the Americans, they're daft, aren't they? And I think anybody who thinks investing in the Premier League you're going to see a return is the stupidest thing in the world, because the media rights, and everything put together, your outgoings are going to be 70 to 80%
Hanif,
player
just to
wages.
interject quickly
You're not
there.
going to
Just to
make
interject
anything
quickly.
at all.
But you know
Yeah,
what they're
go on,
looking for? They're looking for the stream. So there could be the streaming service that's going to be happening soon, will potentially happening soon, where each individual club can now literally Netflix or stream their own games, and that's where your value as a club can quadruple. So I think that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for that big hit. But the thing is, if that nobody knows when that's going to happen. Is it going to be this year, next year, 5 years from now? But they're
I think that's not going to happen until
risking it all
2030.
for now. If it's 2030, like where's Chelsea going to be? If they like at this rate, where's Chelsea going to be at 2030? Like
probably with Spurs in the Championship, maybe League One.
No, honestly, but Toon, it's shocking because if you look at their finances, the amount of losses that they have accumulated in the last 3 years, it's record. I think it was like 300 and something million. It's way more because of the fact that in order to cook the books, they sold like their training ground to a subsidiary company. They sold, I think, the women's team or the women's stadium. So that loss is not 350. That loss is over 500 million. And the thing I'm confused about, why I agree with you that it looks like a Ponzi scheme, is this is hedge fund. Hedge funds, they have investors. They all want money, returns. You're making 500, 600 million losses. Like, aren't your investors looking at you saying, like, what are you doing? Like, you're wasting my money.
Boy, you know what? Look, I'm not going to lie. Out of all the teams for this to happen to,
oh, yeah.
Chelsea, I'm not going to lie. It's been coming. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I know Abramovich is besties with Epstein and them, man. So, look, it's crazy, right?
Don't believe the Twitter.
Allegedly. Allegedly. What happened to disclaimers?
Huh? Allegedly.
What?
Ash, man, Ash, we don't want to see you missing, man. Relax, man. Relax.
You don't want with a joke, no? Sorry.
Ash is trying to find a reason not to do championship streams that season, didn't it? Yeah, completely.
There's a team called.
Will you be doing Tottenham? You'll obviously be doing Tottenham in the Championship, won't you?
Who me? I want to talk about Merseyside Red for a second, but we'll get to Tottenham. We'll get to Tottenham in the Championship.
Always Spurs are always last in these.
You don't want to hear about
because it's more therapeutic than critical. We haven't got the confidence for criticism at the moment.
Listen, right now, you have to talk about hot topics, and Spurs right now, we're hot, but a certain Arnie Slot has been told that he might be able to stay. So I thought, that could be a conversation.
Oh,
tremendous news! Tremendous, la 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 la.
Honestly, if I'm having a bad day, I just sometimes just go to YouTube and put that on and just start laughing. But I just start creasing to us. Go back and go about my day. But just that, it's actually just hilarious. Just in isolation, it's just so funny. Sorry, continue.
No, I was asking, do do you not agree with the whole Liverpool and Arnie Slot's keeping his job? I know, like people say they're happy, but do you think it's the right decision?
Can I? My just quick 2 cents on this is, I think like there's, and Chelsea are seeing this now because when Spurs have been looking for managers, the number of attack-minded coaches, who are attack first, there's not a huge number, right? First and foremost, right? Then you've got the kind of like, say, Iraola now, okay? So how good is Iraola at, when playing against low blocks? Because obviously most of the time he's playing transition against teams that are trying to attack him. Do you know what I mean? So how good is he playing against low blocks? You don't know. So there's a risk profile of hiring that manager. So you go, say, to a championship, you say McKenna or whatever. So what Maresca and company did well is they said, okay, this managers can coach attack first football, dominate the possession, and also they're used to having a small qualitative player advantage over the rest of the league, so they're able to, be good.
Small qualitative player advantage company, really? A small,
at Burnley. At Burnley, I think.
Sorry, I was.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Burnley and Leicester teams. So I'm saying
I was like Bayern.
So they take that guy and you put him in Bayern, and it makes sense. When he's trying to do the same thing at Burnley at the bottom of the league, it doesn't. But having that faithfulness of approach, anyway, comes back to the fact of those kind of managers proven at the highest level. There's so few. You can maybe say there's De Zerbi, who Spurs now have. Apart from that, with Premier League experience, you've got Maresca, who's maybe waiting for Man City. Then you've got coaches like Alonso, Fabregas versus Iraola. I mean, which has more risk? Fabregas?
Iraola. Sorry.
But you see what I'm saying? So I'm so coming back to Slot now. When Liverpool are like, we don't know how much better the other managers are out there. What they're basically saying to me is the squad we've assembled is slightly misaligned, or it's not quite right, or we're willing to give, like Ekitike, Achilles, Isak, broken leg, Leone, ACL. Like
Leone, really? Are you seriously bringing up Leone?
I mean, obviously he's a centre back. He would have played games. He would have they spent a good amount of money on him. Like I'm just saying that
20 million.
I'm just saying for your 3 signings to have major injuries is quite unlucky. Obviously, there's lots of other material issues. So I just think maybe they're looking at it from the point of view of saying, if we gave Xavi Alonso this exact same squad, how much better would we be? Or if we gave Iraola this exact same squad, how much better would we be? And I think that's the question they're asking. And I think they're making the argument, if it's less than, say, 6 points or something, like, do you know what I mean? They might say, you know what, let's just fix the holes in the squad and go again. And I can kind of understand it.
Are we saying
and he'll be gone in November. He'll be gone. He's not a good coach. I said this earlier. I knew I saw he was a fraud because last year when they won the league, the only time he had any sort of setback in one of his luckiest seasons of all time. I'll continue to say this based on he rotated the least, got the least amount of injuries. Man City and Arsenal got all the injuries. He was out of every competition.
Stefan, injuries are part of the regardless, right?
Yeah. Well, it's no. You cannot say this to me because
Stefan.
No, you cannot keep saying this because he went from first to barely making Champions League because of those injuries. So you cannot tell me injuries are part of it when they're
barely
clearly
making Champions League. They're gonna make Champions League, aren't they?
They were on the now, yes, after beating Everton, but before that, Champions League qualification was in doubt completely. And after you winning the league and spending 450 million for me to hear,
Stefan, it doesn't matter how much they spent, right? You just said
what the
barely
fuck does that mean?
they made the Champions. Hold on, Stefan. Don't get emotional. I've told you this before. Chill out.
No, but it doesn't matter if you have injuries. It doesn't matter if you spend 450. What matters then?
He's about to
Stefan,
explain it to
Stefan,
you.
you've spent 175 million on attack, right? Which should have improved you to get over the line, but it hasn't, though, has it? Really? If we go by what you're
Why?
saying, your team's not improved
How is it not improved? We are
because you've
in a
not
better
won. You've
position.
not.
We
You've not.
were.
How are you're still second? How
Yeah,
is that better than last season?
It's April.
and also,
It's
Stefan,
April.
Stefan, hold on. Before you go, you can make the argument that you're saying that the injuries that you had last season cost you your rightful place in the league. So, if
In my
anything,
opinion, yes.
okay, so if anything, like it goes, it supports Hanif's point of saying that you've not improved, where you basically just reverted to the kind of team essentially that you believe that you should have been anyway without the injuries,
But we have.
and
But
these new
wait.
players haven't improved you.
No, but we have actually. If you look at our run in the competitions, we got to the final of the League Cup. We had never done that before. We're currently in the semifinals of the Champions League. So we did better than our best season in the Prem 2 years ago. In my opinion, we're gonna make the final, so we'll improve on our Champions League standing, and we're in a really good position to win the league, in a much better position than we were last season. How
So,
have we
so,
not
Steph, so,
improved?
How
so,
many points
Stefan,
did you lose the league by last season?
With, like, I think it was 10 points.
How many points did you finish on last season?
74, 75, I think. I'm not sure. One check. I think it was 74.
whatever he says, I want this fact checked.
No, the thing, but Arsenal still finished second. Huh? We still maintained even with all those injuries. He went from first to fifth and sixth. Like they were out of the actual title race by October. They were completely out of it. I don't want to hear these excuses just because you won the league. If you're a big club, it is what you do every year. In terms of if Arsenal don't win the league this year,
he reversed out of that one. He was like, I
no,
see where I see what I'm driving
Arsenal,
into here. Let me reverse a
no,
little
it's
bit.
fun. No, Arsenal
But
have to win the
Stefan, you
league
can't
this year.
downplay. Stefan,
It's
you can't downplay winning the league. Like, it's not like winning the FA Cup or the League Cup. It's the
no,
Premier
I'm
League.
not gonna downplay winning the
You
league.
are
But my
downplaying it
point,
though. Like,
no,
you giving
yeah,
it in what you just described. You gave him no plaudits for winning the league.
Breaking news from Matt
because
Law. Breaking news from Matt Law.
what?
Julian Nagelsmann is not interested in taking over Chelsea.
Shock. Yeah. Okay, so like, so for
Dude,
me, no,
was that pause
people.
necessary?
Sorry.
Yeah, true. And then
First and only time.
and then finally, they were also very arrogant that I warned. I said that squad is not good. It's based on two players. They're two pensioners. If they don't perform to their normal level, they're a Europa League side to a top four side. And this season, they're lucky that Chelsea are crap. So, in my opinion, without Salah fully fit and firing, they are, in my opinion, a Europa League side. And it's proven. If Salah doesn't perform well, if Van Dijk this season has declined, and you can see it, that's why their defense this year has been one of the worst in recent years in terms of compared to their previous seasons. So everything is down to those two players. And their arrogance was shown by the fact that they focused on trying to get as much attacking players as possible, relying on the fitness and the form of Van Dijk, who's 34. Van Dijk has to play every single game. Konate has been horrendous this year, and he's getting a new deal. And then the signings, I mean, everybody talks about.
But Stefan, some of this logic, while making sense in isolation, doesn't hang together. It's erratic when you hang it together. Like, for example, by one point you say, okay, they bought lots of attacking players. So wouldn't that indicate that potentially they saw that they might have a regression in Salah and wanted to buy other attackers? So wouldn't that mean that's not arrogance then? That's foresight.
No, but they bought
but it didn't work. You can see the idea. Like, if something, like, obviously the thing with Liverpool is Liverpool have always had a very strong hit rate up until
no, they haven't, Jay. This is the other misconception that you continue to fucking sell. Man. It's a complete lie. Ever since 2021, go look at their transfers. their big money transfers, especially, most of them have been complete flops. If you
Like
take
who?
out,
Like who?
Jota,
Diaz wasn't a
Nunes,
flop. Gakpo wasn't a flop. Nunes,
Gakpo is being poor. Gakpo is being poor this year.
So you're telling
Liverpool
me that
fans want him gone.
no, Stefan, are you honestly, hand on heart, saying that Gakpo for however much it was 40 million less?
He's had one good year. In 3 years that he's been at Liverpool, he's had one good
He's not
year
been a flop.
last year.
He's not been a flop.
Okay,
It's impossible to call him a flop.
He's been okay. He hasn't set. This year he's been terrible.
I can't believe Jobs forced Stefan's hand. He's been a flop. Oh, now he's been okay.
No, okay. I said I will concede to Jay.
He's talented.
I won't call him a flop because for the money that they pay, I think they paid 40 million for him. He had one really good year last year, but this year he's been terrible. And the season before, he was very average. Also, he was very up and down.
I wouldn't even call Nunes a flop. I'd just say he was all right.
Okay, I'm sorry, Jay. They paid 100 million for him almost.
I thought Nunes was like 65 or something.
No, it wasn't. He was 100 million euros. It was like 65 million plus like 65 million pounds plus 15.
It's like I wouldn't, like, for example, I wouldn't call Havertz a flop. Do you know what I mean? I think Havertz has been a good signing for Arsenal.
Yeah, he won trophies with them, and he scored he's pretty much like to 10, 15 plus GA.
Okay, like I said, I don't.
Can we stop this trophy argument? Because last season he won the Premier League, Darwin Núñez, but he was on the bench for most of that campaign. So how is Darwin Núñez matched that? Okay, how is Núñez matched that price tag?
But let me
just
performance. Let me look at his career. Okay, let me just look at his career. He's done 3 years at Liverpool, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. He's done first year done 2,300 minutes, then he done 3,000, then he done. So last season he did 47 games with them, scored 12, did a 12 GA. 23-24 he did 18 goals plus 13 assists in the 22-23 seasons. The first season he came, he did 15 goals and 4 assists. Like, he's not like, it was a worthwhile investment. Like, you're acting like he's.
Okay.
There's no return.
So why did they? Okay, Toon. So why, when you buy that player for around 80 million pounds, why did they sell him for 50 million then?
To get Isak. To get Isak.
Oh no! But I'm telling you, if he's being a success, wouldn't you come close to the?
No, they had to sell him to get Isak.
Plus, wasn't he like 28 or something? Is he 28?
No, he's still 25. He's still like 25. He's 25.
Oh, Núñez can't be 25.
Okay. So we're gonna act now like that. Even Darwin Núñez for that money was
he can't be 25.
No, he's not 25. He's like 27, 28. Isn't he?
He's 26.
26.
Oh, he's 26?
Yeah,
wow, okay.
Núñez is only 26.
Yeah, he's a young G. He's a young G.
Guys,
he's a young
speaking of age, do you know one guy that I was shocked of how old he was? Guys, guess how old Marcus Llorente is?
How old is he?
Guess.
25, 26?
31. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah, he moves young. He moves very young. It's going to be interesting. The Atletico.
If Núñez is 26, bring him back to the Prem, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'll take him.
And then
I'll definitely bring him back. What the hell?
I don't know, man. I'm off.
Nah, this is what I tell you who's next. I think someone should have a nibble on Ivan Nielsen. I like him.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's
I don't
good,
mind Evan Nielsen. I'll prefer Evan Nielsen.
Arsenal should be looking at someone like
you're pushing the envelope.
He is Solanke 2.0. Runs around a lot.
Nah. If you had Ivan Nielsen, you'd enjoy having Ivan Nielsen more than Gyökeres. Way more.
Okay.
How much is Evan Nielsen Spurs? Let me check, man.
Even Nielsen was 40 million.
Yeah, he was there. He was the replacement for Solanke. They used the money they got.
We should have just cut the middleman out and bought Ivan Nielsen.
So he's got 6 goals and 1 assist this season. 6 goals and 1 assist.
He runs around a lot, misses big chat. He flatters to deceive.
He does miss quite a bit. He's a volume
No, it doesn't.
striker.
I don't think he flatters to deceive. I think
He's got 6 goals, man, in one of the most attacking teams in the league. He's got 6 goals only.
Nah, man, but Bournemouth just be
How many
doing
seasons
shit
has he been in the
sometimes.
Prem?
2,
think
but
it's-
he's got 10 in his
2.
first
This is the second. Yeah, but
10
he's not some
goals in
like.
his first season. And 1 assist. So that's not-
Yeah, but he's not some like. He's from Porto. He played Champions League football, but like for years, like he's not some.
But I like
young
his
player.
I like his all round game though. He has a nice all
Are
round
they
game.
are they are they a
He's a
better
good
team with
player.
him
Jay,
in?
he's a good player. I like
He's
him too.
a good player.
But
Like
for me, he's not a player that Man United or like Man City or
I
Liverpool
would rather
are
buy
ever
him
gonna
for
sign.
60 million than like if somebody's like even Nielsen costs 60 million, I'd be like, okay, sure.
And
like,
then you see, and then you see he's got 6 goals.
yeah, but I feel
How
like
many goals has Havertz got?
Been injured for most of the year.
No, that's not the no. Don't change the subject. Answer the question.
I don't know. I think this year
I
he
saw
has
my
like
man miss a
3
lot of
or
chances
4
the other
goals.
day. That's the Chelsea Havertz. That I told you. 60 M's. We said thank you. That's what he
He's
does.
got 1 goal this season.
I mean,
1 assist, but he's only had 408. No, wait, how many minutes?
it's barely played, man.
408
He
minutes.
barely played.
how many minutes is Even Nielsen
4
had though?
chances and he's got 1 goal.
I'll tell you. Evan Nielsen has had 2,474 minutes.
Okay.
What does it show you? Does it show you shot volume? What's the shot volume? Does it show?
Oh my god, guys,
Shots
he's
on
a good
target and
player.
stuff
He's
like
not
that.
like a the guy that
What I wanna know is the shot
What's his expected assist per touch per 90?
for fuck it. No, Jay, the guy that everybody should be talking about paying 60 million so you can sign him is the guy from Brentford. See, that's
Thiago.
That's a good number 9. That's a good player.
He's done all right this season. His first season. He's young.
He's got a fake passport. That guy's about 35, man. He looks. I better say 25.
Igor.
He's really good.
Yeah,
he's really good. And also, not Evan Nielsen, the other striker in Bournemouth. Krupi for me is a top player. For me, Krupi.
First season.
Krupi for me in one or 2 years, Krupi's gonna be the next big money signing from Bournemouth. It's gonna be like 60, 70 million.
He's only had 1 season. He's only had 1 season, so we can't jump the gun with him just yet. We need to give him another season and have another look. But yeah, going off this season, 11 goals and the way he holds the ball up and the rest of it, like his overall play. Yeah, his first touch.
Krupi. He's brilliant.
Arsenal making a bid.
See, they're building a nice little squad. Like it'd be like sort of team you'd like to be on FM. Do you know what I mean? It's true, man. Like
going back to Liverpool though, just really quickly.
Yeah, let's go.
Outside of Stefan, does anyone think it's a bad decision that they're keeping him on? Is everyone like in cahoots? Does everyone agree?
I didn't even finish, Ash. I didn't even finish my point because people always
I know your
hate
point,
on me.
It was more of a monologue.
I didn't even finish. I didn't. No, but everybody interrupts me. So you just hate Liverpool. They shouldn't keep him. He's managed this season horrendously. They're on course to have the most losses in a season. If they lose another 2 games, they're gonna have their worst season in terms of losses.
He's right. The stats don't lie. He's right.
The stats don't lie.
But the thing is, if he finishes Champions League, then it doesn't matter, does it?
You paid 450 million. You went
and
from
you paid
first
almost
to
200 million for the best striker.
and we're still there. They're not.
So you've not progressed.
They're not gonna be there. I guarantee you, next year they're now they've regressed this year. Next year they're gonna be even worse. And if anybody wants to challenge, I guarantee it. Next year, like I predicted this year about them, and everybody's like, "Oh, you just hate Liverpool," and I got it right. Everybody got it wrong because everybody's calling me sour grapes and shit. Next year it's gonna be even worse.
But your prediction came from a place of hate.
No, it didn't.
It came essentially purely from hate. It started with hate, and then you formed a narrative around the hate to justify the hate.
No, Jay. I explained that statistically, Mohamed Salah is for them to maintain another title charge, is for Mohamed Salah to have another historic season that eclipsed Henry's record, which hadn't been beaten in over 20 years, with 7 games to go. I
Well,
said that
this
is
is
not
but
happening
Stefan,
ever again, and that's why they're going to
okay,
regress. And
okay, Stefan. Okay,
what a shock!
maybe you've got a good point on predicting the downfall of others. Yeah, Schadenfreude
Why is
sells.
it? Wait,
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm not.
Why is it
Obviously this.
predicting the actual downfall?
Well,
Why do you have to
I'm just
create
looking at.
this narrative?
Okay, I'm saying to you, yeah, that you can look at one of these players has had an amazing season, but that's kind of what happens when you lose the league. When you lost the league to City, Haaland had an amazing season. Do you know what I mean? So it's possible for players to have a great season and for you to miss out. Well, and then you're
That's not
afterwards.
true. That's not true. Because
What?
when Haaland when we lost the league 2 years ago, it wasn't Haaland that won Player of the Year. It was Phil Foden.
Yeah. So Foden
So
had
it
an
wasn't
amazing
only
season.
Haaland. It wasn't only Haaland. And that season, any statistician, any stats analyst will tell you that one player winning you 33 points literally from his own goals. The highest total before that was like, I think it was 21 or 22 from Wayne Rooney in 2010 when Man United did not win the league that year. Will tell you that is highly unlikely that a guy who's turning 34 the next year is going to repeat that year. And that was my whole point, was that
Okay.
they need him to be the same level for them to compete against a much fitter Arsenal and Man City without the injuries. Everybody kissed their ass for 3 months, called their summer transfer window the greatest ever, including you. Let's be honest here.
I thought Wirtz was in a great signing.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And
thought
all
Wirtz
of
was an
their
amazing signing.
other signings. Okay. Let's be honest.
I
Everybody kissed their ass. Their own fans said that the league was gonna be a cakewalk. And the guy that they criticize now, Hughes, the sporting director, they called him Big Deal Hughes on Sky and everywhere. They were so happy. And now suddenly, from the league is a cakewalk, we're in transition. Yes, like I said, you're in transition. Next year, the center back that has to play every single game and has to maintain his level, because the moment his level drops, the other center back next to him looks absolutely atrocious. He's not going to be the same. So their midfield, McAllister has been terrible. He looks like he's finished. They have a massive job of a Rio. People don't understand how big, and that's on top of the fact that they have to replace Salah, who they're allowing to go for free. So good luck, because they're going to be worse next year. And my prediction is
he still talking about
another
Liverpool?
hot take.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, hot take next year. Liverpool don't finish in the top 6. Watch.
I told you.
Watch.
Comes from
I
a
think-
place of hate, and then we make the logic afterwards.
Go on, Toon. Go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I think it would be good to know from Liverpool fans, and maybe somebody else to know, in terms of like how their recruitment process is done, like who gets final approval, because I just think they got their squad build all wrong this season. I think Arne Slot, and fans have real short-term memories. Like Arne Slot was getting so much credit for last season, justifiably so, because he did make, as you can call them tweaks, but he made good enough tweaks to turn that kind of heavy metal press or heavy metal football that Liverpool play into something a little bit more efficient and controlled and effective. And that's why they literally ran away with the league. I think people got caught up too much with the banter narrative that, they only won because everybody else was rubbish. No, they won because they were literally head and shoulders above everybody else. And so, and obviously that's kind of
okay.
that's probably bled into this season, where obviously he's not doing well now. And people are saying, see, I told you. But I think the squad build, what they did, and the players that they got. If you got Ekatike, Isak, and Wirtz all together, great names and attacking, but the other side of the game, off the ball, it's not what you want. If any elite team that we look at, Man City, PSG, my favorite team to watch, Bayern Munich, even though Kane isn't the fastest guy in the world right now, but he's got workaholics around him. We just talked about City, PSG, Kvara, Dembele, you know those big old memes that you see of him, like the way he's eyeing the goalkeeper and everything else like that. Ekitike, Isak, I know for sure isn't doing those type of things, and so the squad build has been really, really, really bad. And I think Igor took over in that transfer and in that summer recruitment, as it can for many teams. And so I think you're going to see they're going to have some ruthlessness. I think they're going to have to sell some players, and I think that you're going to probably see a lot more, maybe less. What's the word I'm thinking of? Like less like kind of sexy type of names players, but players that are going to bring back that intensity of the ball for them to help the flair players, the best out to come out of them. Because we talked about Turkey like earlier, and the reason why Turkey works so well is because he's got real like workaholics around him, players that are excellent off the ball, and he's able to be free and float around. And I think that's what the likes of Wirtz needs a little bit around him as well. So I think once that happens, and so I think what they're doing is, rather than just change a manager and keep the team, because they can clearly see the way the team is structured at the moment is wrong, restructure the team, keep the manager for now, and see how things go. It's just stability. I think the elite clubs at the moment, or the clubs that have been performing the best, Arsenal, City, and Liverpool, have kept their managers, especially through downturns. And I think the era of just sacking someone at the drop of a hat is gone. So let's see what happens with him. Let's see. I think they're right in general to keep him on at the moment.
So wait, so you would give Arne Slot after watching the signings that he made? Because I also forgot Frimpong, who's being another disastrous signing. Because again, I get Trent is a unicorn type player. You cannot replace that connection that you have with Salah, his passing ability. I get it, but you replace him with a right back that is just as poor at defending and is nowhere near as good going forward as Trent. You replace Robertson, who, in my opinion, even in his decline now, he still looks better than Kirkus. I honestly, every time I watch Kirkus, I just think he's just dog shit. I just runs around like a headless chicken, looks terrible. Okay. And you're gonna say this, so Wirtz needs the right. So you're gonna spend 116 million on a luxury player then that you're gonna need to have the right structure, the right system. If I spend 116 million, I want a player like, for example, Tonali, for example, in Newcastle. I am sure in whatever system you put him in, Tonali's gonna be a good player.
That'd be a good signing for Liverpool.
Sorry?
I think it'd be a good signing for the Liverpool. Tonali.
They need defense. I'm reading only constant links again to wingers, which again shocks me and tells me.
So what was your overall point? You was gonna counter what I was saying.
My overall point is, why do we give so much heat to Spurs? Okay, right. Okay, they're about to get relegated, but okay. But why do we give so much heat to like Chelsea, for example, for their transfers, when Liverpool, in my opinion,
apples and oranges.
This season Liverpool's transfers have been just as bad. Florian Wirtz, in terms of a first season for 116 million, has been the biggest flop in history. I don't care.
We've talked about why though. Like I just talked about.
Why do you why are you providing excuses?
It's not excuses. It's a football show. We're giving context. Like, what are we going to do? Just stay silent and say this player's rubbish and that player's good, and give no context to it?
Yes, he is not suited to the Premier League.
No, you don't do that. You don't do that. You say no. We add the context. So, I think if Rayan Cherki was in this Liverpool squad, there'll be people saying, look what a waste of money Rayan Cherki was, because he just doesn't have the structure in and around him to be able to play the way that you need him to play. And so, yes, has it been a waste of money? Has it been a bad season? Yes. I don't know what their recruitment, like I said, what their approval process is. Does Slot have final say? I think Ed Woodward is the man in charge, and so is Richard Hughes. I think he runs the roost over there, and he's brought in those players. I think Arne Slot has a say in it, but final say goes with the sporting director. I think that's probably the main reason why Arne Slot is not getting sacked.
Can I add to this? Can I jump in? If I can. I just think I would never have predicted Gravenberch, of all players, not performing like the way he did last season. I didn't see that one coming.
Terrible. Another player that doesn't get heat.
McAllister, I didn't. That hit me like a truck. That was saying. And those two midfielders were like instrumental. I know you talk about Salah. Yeah, you're right. He did score a boatload of goals. I'll be real. Like he held them up, but it was like the players in that system, like you were saying. Yeah, you're right. They didn't replace Trent, and that's creativity lost. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's a mixed match because Ekatike, again, I didn't see that signing going at like the way it did. I know he got injured, but like not Ekatike, sorry, Isak. Isak, I thought that was going to be because they got Wirtz as well. I thought even if Wirtz doesn't play too well, they've got Isak as well. And I know he came late into the actual transfer window. He signed on late, but I still thought, yeah, these are mega signings that could negate some of their flaws in terms of scoring if Salah falls off. But like Salah fell off a cliff, didn't see that coming.
He did fall off a cliff. Be honest, right?
What? He didn't
One, the
fall off a
system
cliff?
changed. No, because the system, because you've got to add context of what Tony's saying.
Why?
Oh
Why
my
are we
God, man.
adding context only
Okay,
for fucking
all right,
Liverpool?
all right,
Like,
okay then.
no.
Okay,
but not.
let's not add
because the
context. Why have Arsenal
question.
won the league then after spending
Okay,
frigging
yeah.
175 million
Okay,
on
yeah,
attack?
okay. No. But wait. Why?
Why haven't you
Why
won
is
the
it
league?
always? Wait. Why
Why?
is it
No.
always
But we've been
backhanded
talking about
positive?
Liverpool.
Wait. But what? Why is it always backhanded
No,
positive
if you're saying
context?
if we
It's
use what
always
you're
like that with
saying,
it.
right,
Whilst with
on
Arsenal,
Liverpool,
it's
let's
Arsenal
use
didn't
Forget
win the
Liverpool.
Arsenal
league.
for 1 minute, please. We're just
Okay.
I
talking
know.
about
Look at
Liverpool.
this
Like,
guy,
forget
man.
Okay.
Arsenal. Jeez Louise. Like,
No, I just.
I'm not. I haven't got Arsenal in my head. When Ash asked me about Liverpool, I'm not thinking about
No,
Arsenal
I just.
whatsoever. I guarantee you, I'm just thinking about Liverpool in the
I get
question.
it too,
I'm
but I just get annoyed at the. I'm gonna call it a positive bias or a spin. If Florian Wirtz, if that was any other, if that player played for Man United, if Man United had signed a player for 116 million, and he was that shit, okay, Paul Pogba
What do
had
you,
a
what do,
far
what, what do you
better.
want us, Stefan? But what do you want us to say? Like, I don't
Because I
understand.
just get annoyed at how people give Liverpool the
Okay, but what
benefit
can we
of the
say?
doubt
Like,
when
We're
they
not
don't
giving him the
deserve it.
benefit of the doubt. We're just he's had a crap season, but we have to give context as well. Or is that not
context, like,
part of it?
Okay,
what do
okay,
you want us
guys,
to do?
okay.
No one here is
Okay.
saying, "Bro, that Vert is smashing it up in the league." I can't believe it. Like, no one is, like, literally, no one is saying that.
Okay. I mean,
Is it okay to continue? Is it all right to?
Okay. I'm just, yeah. Maybe I'm a bit more kind of animated, but because I read the media and it's taken 8 months. It's taken until March and
Bro.
April for me to read one article about Florian Wirtz, one negative article. It's taken 6 to 7 months. Before that, for Victor Gyökeres, I have read numerous articles that he's not
But
good
on
enough.
Spurs
That
Kings with me, Hanif,
I
Jay,
get it. I get
Ashmatic.
it.
So
Yeah.
let us just get into it. Like, we get it. We're trying to do our best. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hanif,
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
think I
sorry.
interrupted. No, it's cool, man. I think I interrupted Hanif, man. You were
Go on,
saying
Hanif.
something, my man.
No, all I was saying that look, no one's denying that the money that's been spent at Liverpool, it's not gone their way. But I think Toon said it. Look, if injuries have crept up, you've lost one of your best players. It's had a knock-on effect on the strategy that the manager was playing last year. So the setup for the striker is going to be different because he's not getting the supply from a guy who's built chemistry with. You have to understand it was always going to go down. So what you need to do as a manager, and my opinion is clear, I think Arne Slot should be fired. I am with Stefan on that. I do believe he should be fired because I think if Enrique is available, you go get him because Liverpool's a big team. That's just how I see that. But
Can I just, Hanif, can I just also add, and I know Stefan's immediately going to jump on this and say, well, I'm going to say the Jota situation makes it a very unique situation as well when judging what happened. And I think you can like, because one, Jota probably wouldn't have been sold, so maybe they never sign Ekatike, for example. There's more disruption to the team. I was surprised they sold Nunes and Diaz on the back of what happened with Jota, because I thought that was too much disruption into the dressing room, and you can see they felt it. But just from a mental point of view, I think if you're a club and you look at it and you're the board and you say this player who had great bonds and links to everyone in the club is now gone, and there's a drop off
and the the transfers haven't worked, and obviously there's been tactical issues with the manager, all of this kind of stuff. I think if you look at it all together, you can easily give grace to Slot. It's
No,
not.
I could see that. What I would say to Stefan is, I see that point, and I can see that point of view from the Liverpool board.
That's
But
the
what
thing.
I would say to
As I said,
Stefan is, if you lose your best
yeah.
player, if say just let's just say Saka's Arsenal's best player, if Saka was to leave and they weren't be able and they couldn't replace him with the same quality, we would accept that Arsenal is going to be impacted by at least 12 to maybe 18 points, and that will have an impact on them challenging for the league. With like, yeah, the top four purely because they've lost Saka and they've not been able to replace him, and that will take time. But Stefan is not willing to accept that. Whereas I look at it from the point of view that, okay, could Arne Slot have done better? I think he could have. Should he be sacked? I think he should be sacked purely on the basis that I think there's better managers out there for Liverpool. I think if you go and get Enrique in terms of what he's achieved, I think with that team and a couple of additions, I think Liverpool could be another force again. That's the only way. But I also understand from the board that what you guys said. I didn't think of it that way. That you know what, maybe we should stick with this guy because there's not many decent managers. There might not be the options out there that we want, but I think there will be. And Enrique is one of them. And you could argue that Nagelsmann might be another.
Wait,
Hold on.
just let
I
me
just want to ask but before
10
you go back.
seconds. Jay, just one sentence. Okay, Hanith, I agree with you about the injuries, but then why would you spend 130 million on a player that you know can never stay fit when he has to play every 3 days? If you look at his history at Newcastle, why would you spend that money when you know his previous injury history has shown that he can never stay fit? When he has to play
Stefan, when
Champions
he
League
was
football.
but Stefan, when he was on the pitch, what could he do? Everybody knows but the potential's high, don't it? You got to, but regardless of what you think about it, whenever that guy was scoring goals, 2-0, everyone could see he's a world-class striker. Whether you liked it or not. And that's what
nobody
Liverpool
is denying
saw.
his but wait, it's the same argument as Reece James. Nobody is denying that he has amazing talent. But don't come to me and complain to me about injuries to Isaac and to your so-called your biggest number 9, your most expensive signing. When if you did a small background check on him, you would have known.
But that's got no. I don't agree with that. I just don't. I think it's been multiple injuries, and I think I think Jay said it as well. I think the Jota, the death of Jota, Trent going the way he left. I think Liverpool have had a crap year in terms of everything, and I think that's had an impact.
Okay. Final thing, Hanif, because you guys also mentioned Luis Diaz. Everyone knows why Luis Diaz was sold. Arne Slot has come out and said they didn't want him to be sold. Are we not going to question also their decision to renew?
That was about that. Yeah, I agree with that. I was no. That's not a bad decision. He earned the money. Regardless of what you think, he earned the money.
Should have the decision should have been his value is only going to go down. We have to sell him for 100 million now so we can make some money.
I'm not because the financial thing is not. I'm not bothered about. I'm not bothered. Stop looking at the finances. Let's just look at the team. Look,
but it's not finances. It's squad management.
No. Okay, call it whatever you want. But do you not think he did enough to deserve that? You're telling me
I don't mind the money. I don't mind the money,
okay,
but
so there's no problem then.
But no, there's no. But in terms of when the owner comes to you and says, "Why did we not sell Salah for 100 million so we can now use it to sign Diomande and another top winger with the remaining money?"
Bro, if I supported Liverpool and you sold Salah for 100 million and brought in Diomande, I would stone cold stunner to see.
I don't know who's Diomande. Who's Diomande? I don't know.
There's no way that can run. And one thing I want to say, what Stefan is
Semenyo.
But this is the point, Stefan. You've lived through this in your own ways with like players like Özil and Sanchez and Theo signed a thing Walcott. You know what it is, in real time to understand that you're seeing a player who's in form, whose contract's going down, and you want to renew that player. You want to
and
renew
you
that
and
player more
yes,
than
and the
yeah.
best and Jay, and the best at doing that when people were like, why is he selling him? Was Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson sold a
But
number of
hold
players
on,
when they were at their peak.
hold on, but before you go through that, Liverpool won a league with Salah playing amazing.
Yes,
So
and
at the
that's why.
end, so at the end of that league, yeah, Liverpool have a choice. They can
Okay.
let the guy who's basically, like you said, got them the league. Basically, they got the
Okay.
league because of this guy, right? They can let him go for free. Bye bye.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Or they can renew his contract and hope that he's going to continue at that same level, whilst also buying other attacking talent to hopefully absorb it.
But they
If he
couldn't. But
doesn't,
they couldn't, Jay.
hold on, no,
Okay.
hold on. So that's what they did. Now it didn't work perfectly, but in
Didn't
terms
work
of renewing
perfectly.
Salah, that can never be the wrong decision in this context. I don't
It
think.
was the wrong decision. It
Yeah, but
was
if,
Because
because
Stefan,
because the following.
Stefan,
J-
if
no,
Salah
but
would
Guys,
have
how can
gone,
you say
Van
that
Dijk
was the
might have
right
gone as well.
decision?
No, but Stefan, if
In my opinion, back
would have gone
then,
and Salah would have gone, they'd be
Hanif,
in more trouble than they are
no,
now.
Hanif, I agree. In my opinion, when we were discussing this in April and May, if you guys remember, I said they should keep one, but don't keep both of them on
Yeah, because
400K a
the
week.
one they wanted to keep didn't want to stay with them. That's the whole point here. He said, "Listen, I've achieved everything. I'm off to Madrid." The one they wanted to keep, he didn't want
No,
to
they
stay.
didn't. No,
They did.
no, they.
They did. They
If you
wanted to
read,
keep him.
no, if you guys
Oh
read
man,
the reports,
I
if you
don't read
guys read the
reports.
reports from the
I
Liverpool
listen to you
journalists,
boys.
no, okay, Trent. If you guys read the reports from the Liverpool journalists, Trent was insulted at the fact that the previous summer they did not offer him a bumper new deal because he finished the summer poorly. So Trent was never going to sign with Liverpool. But he was always going to sign with Real Madrid. He never
I'll be
wanted
honest with
to.
you. That's one report. Yeah, we don't actually know the truth.
Everyone's got
It's
That's just
different
from
type of
one
reports.
point of view. That's
okay,
one point of view.
It's one point of view.
Listen,
Okay,
Stefan, if Madrid come calling, right? There's a couple of clubs in the world when they come calling, you sell your players. Madrid's one of them. They come to you, they give you 120 mil for Saka. You're selling. Saka says,
okay,
"I've got to
yes,
go."
but they
Yeah,
didn't. But they
exactly.
didn't sell Trent.
No,
They gave him
no,
away for free because of their
no. They
management.
didn't. They didn't. No, they didn't give him away for free. It was end of contract. They said, "Listen, we'll give you the money. Come play for us." We're Madrid.
Okay, but you putting yourself the same way the mismanagement of Konate. They're gonna
No,
give
no,
a
no, no.
guy
Stop
almost
changing
300.
to a
It's the
player.
same.
If
No,
they'd
but
have
it's the
kept Trent,
same
right? No, no,
mismanagement.
it's not. It's not
It's the
mismanagement
same.
at
You
all.
are no. It's the
You can't
same.
blame. You can't blame Slot for this one. The lad wanted to go. He
No,
achieved everything.
I'm blaming the management for allowing it. The lad could have gone, but Real Madrid could have spent 70 to 80 million to sign him or 100 million. But now because of this,
When
they
he's
have lost.
out of
And
contract, when he's at the end of his contract, how could they spend 70 to 80 million? I don't get that.
no. They should never have allowed him to go to the end of his contract. They should have
But
offered him a
Liverpool
new
always
deal.
do that though, because we had this discussion last year. Preach was like, "I'm not worried. We've done this before with
Okay,
many
yeah,
players."
preach. If fucking I don't know if Liverpool announced that they were going bankrupt tomorrow, preach would say he's still not
But they're
worried
not.
Are
But
we
they're
because
not
talking
he's
going
about Slot?
bankrupt.
delusional. I
Oh
know,
no.
but I'm telling you, how can you criticize Chelsea and rightfully so, but not criticize them for their they have mismanaged the squad horrendously. They have spent 450 million and made the squad far worse.
But that's the
Where
first thing that we said, though, Stefan. Literally,
Bloody
just
hell.
the first. The whole squad is unbalanced. Like we broke it down from the beginning. We talked about Isak. We talked about Ekatike. The first thing
okay,
I said was literally the first thing I said was Ekatike, Isak, and Verts is a bad thing up front. Like that's it's imbalance. That's literally the first thing. I don't know what else you want from that. Like, we literally started off the analysis criticizing them for their squad. Then we went into Slot. Like this is I don't know what more we can
okay.
say about them in terms of that.
Sorry.
No,
Stefan,
no,
Just
no need to apologize. I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
Stefan,
Maybe
there's more.
I,
It's more than one thing. You see, that's what we're saying. It's not. It's not only they made the mistake. Yeah, they did make mistakes. That we're not denying it. But the thing is, there's a lot to take into consideration when it comes to Liverpool.
okay, Khalid.
I'm going to wrap it
Why
up.
would you fire Slot? Yeah,
There's
just
a-
final.
there's
Yeah,
I
final thing
answered
to
that
communicate.
question already. I answered that
Okay.
question already.
Yeah, but
Okay.
listen, I just want to move on to the Spurs section. That's why I'm trying. I'm
Let's
sure
do
you
You're
When are we
going
gonna
down,
sleep?
bro. You're going down, bro. You're going down. You got finished, man. Finish. You're going, man. You're going down, man. It's over, man.
And the way you got and the block.
Fucking it's over, man.
This section,
Oh,
this
okay.
section's gonna be my. This section's gonna be my
Ash,
Benadryl.
Ash
This is
will
gonna
see
help
you
me
in
to
a couple
sleep.
of seasons, but we will be non-existent, but you guys will still be around.
I mean, are we gone? Are we done?
You're gone, man. It's over, man.
no.
We're staying up, man. We're stay like we stay like
No. We're staying up. It's half past
Jay,
12. We're staying up,
Jay,
but Tottenham is staying up.
Jay's not staying up. Jay's ready to go. Like Spurs, like
Yeah.
bro. Listen. I'm just chilling. I'm vibing. I'm just like,
Jay
yo.
just explain to me. Yeah, you said something earlier that you know what I can see is getting 3 victories from 5.
Yeah,
I'm like, what are you smoking, brother? What are you smoking, brother? I'm telling you, I'm looking at your eyes, man. You need to share that shit.
No, it's like I'm just tired. I'm just tired.
3 from 5. Which three teams are you beating?
Leeds. He said. I think he said
We're
Leeds.
beating
Wolves,
Leeds. We're
and
beating Leeds.
Let
We're
him,
gonna beat
Stefan. Let him
Leeds.
speak. Let him speak, man. Let him
Right.
speak.
So listen, right. We obviously it looks a little. It's looking a little shaky, lads. But Mick McCarthy, ironically, don't know why I used the word ironically because it's not ironic. But Mick McCarthy, he said something. I was like, yeah, this makes sense, right? He was like, right, when you're in near relegation, yeah, it's whatever. You're kind of feeling it. You're worried. He said when you drop into the bottom 3, that's when everything becomes really real, and it changes your mentality because you're actually in the bottom 3. Right, so I'm like, all right, cool. So he said this. I saw this before the Brighton game, and like I said before, right, we were pretty locked in the Brighton game. Really, with the benefit of hindsight, can't believe we didn't win it. But we're looking at these games now, and bit unlucky against Sunderland, bit unlucky against Brighton. It's coming. Like, do you know what I mean?
You sound like me, man, when I watch Chelsea sometimes.
But we're actually playing. We actually played well against Brighton. It's like, give me that Brighton performance.
Jay, listen.
Give me that Brighton performance 5 more times.
Jay,
we're getting 3 wins.
Bro, listen to me.
I'm gonna be honest. We're coming to Chelsea to win.
It's not about playing well when you're at the bottom. It's about getting the points on the board. Whether you like it or not, it's about getting the points on the board. Jay, listen, you could have one shot on target and defend for the remaining 89.5 minutes. You need the points, Jay.
100%. But what I'm trying to say here is, in this Premier League, right? I'm going to be honest. When I watch games, a lot of the time, it's not a huge amount of time that I see a team wholly undeservedly win. Do you know what I mean? Like, this Premier League is reasonably fair. There's margins, but it's reasonably fair.
So basically, you're going down then, innit? You're going down, basically. So the Premier League's right then. You're going down.
No, but that's my point. So my point is like playing well.
Ash, when you find these guys, man, I'm telling you.
I'm saying.
You'd give hope to a dead person, man. I'm telling you, you're the Undertaker, man. Okay, man.
Yeah, but that's the point. We have to do it now. People are like, "Oh, you've not." Well, you have to. It's now or never.
Jay, listen, look. Jay, just give me. Let me just make one more.
I'm laughing at Ash's background music, by the way. It's just
I know. What I don't understand, right? Why would you play a guy that's freaking sabotaging your team every time you play him? That Romero is disgusting, bro. You're playing with 10 men every game. That guy is sabotage, man. That guy's a lunatic.
He's not playing anymore, Hanif. He's
okay, Jay, I'm with you now. Jay, I'm with you now, brother. I think you might have a chance. Jay. Now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got 11 man on pitch.
Okay, Jay. I just want to know, since you used, McCarthy's statement as an example, why do you think that a team that, when it gets real, which is arguably the softest team in the Premier League, let's be honest here, the worst mentality in the Premier, you guys are up there with the biggest divas, Chelsea, and all these soft ass teams. Why do you think suddenly they're gonna wake up and say the shit is real? We need to get our shit together.
Well,
Hallelujah.
Good point.
I mean, the thing for me is like it's a new manager. So while you can levy a lot of the the points you're making are fair. It is a new manager. So if this wasn't a new manager, and I was just like,
How many new managers have you had though?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I'll be honest. This guy, I rate
This is the
Deserby
one.
very,
This is the
very,
one.
very.
This is the one.
I rate
Yeah, this
Deserby
is-
very highly as a
She's
coach.
different. She's
So,
different.
no, but the point is I rate the coach
Sorry,
higher
sorry.
than any coach we've had. So, like,
But
for a
why,
long
Jay?
time.
But can I
So,
ask you why? Because if you look at his history, at
was it
every club where he started, it's been
right?
terrible. Where
Okay,
he's his
so
first
listen,
5 to 6.
I think he's definitely a leveler of quality. I think if you look at the players he's worked with and the teams he's had, I think he's taken most of those teams to their peak. Like he gets the most out of the teams. Yeah, I think he gets the most out of the team. Like when Brighton finished 6th, yeah, he got the most out of that team. Yeah, Marseille finishing 2nd, got the most out of that team.
Yeah.
It's Marseille. Like Marseille should be second.
Right, okay,
or
but that's my
first.
point. He got exactly what he could get out of that team based on the quality. So that's what I'm saying. He gets exactly what he should get out of the team. So however good these players are, whether they deserve to get relegated, whether they're not, this manager, I have no doubt whatever happens will be fair because we have a highly competent manager. So that's the way I look at this is what will be, but we've given ourselves the very best chance by having this manager.
So a highly when you say So when you say a highly competent manager,
Yeah.
why like competent maybe as a coach, but is he competent when it comes to relegation battles? That's the thing.
At this point in time, it's like if you're a manager and you're like, okay, I'm using an egregious example, but let's say you had a choice between, say you're in the relegation zone, you've got say 6 games to go, and you've got a choice between Klopp or peak Sam Allardyce. Are you really going to turn down Klopp? Are you really?
Yes,
are you really?
I'm gonna
No,
choose peak Sam
That-
Allardyce.
see,
No,
because
you don't do
no,
that.
that's, and that's my point. As in, like, the better coach should show why they're the better coach. Like that's. I don't. The firefighter, cool, whatever. But I'm just like, if you go for the better coach, you should be making the right decision. And Spurs have given themselves.
But the problem you've got, Jay, right? He's not had the time with the players. You see, that's the. I think ultimately that's the problem, isn't it?
And wait, Hanif, you forgot another key issue. The players are shit.
Whoa. You know what I would say though? I would say one thing before you come in, Jake. I'm a bit worried about him talking about psychologists saying how they
no, why?
I saw that on LinkedIn.
What happened?
He's come out and he said like that we need like on one hand I'm with Jay. I'm like, yeah, it's good.
But Ash, remember, a year ago plus, I was telling you our players need psychologists.
But what did he say?
He said that okay, so sports psychologists to help Tottenham. Spurs are hoping to make the appointment for their men's first team, having posted a job advert on LinkedIn after the head coach.
First of all, why would you post on LinkedIn?
Hold on. Let me finish it. He said they need to change the mentality. So if he thinks they need to change the mentality, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, on one hand, yes, we need psychologists. Thank goodness we're getting them in, but for him to come out and still say they need to change the mentality, I got a few questions.
So what is he saying he's hiring high psychologists, or Tottenham already hiring psychologists and he's saying on top of that?
No. They've published it on LinkedIn that they're looking for a first team psychologist. That's how amateurish this club is run.
I see why Ash is worried
about that. It's just recruitment. It doesn't matter where they get it from.
No serious club post on LinkedIn, Hanif.
I don't know if Ash you're worried for the same reasons. I think as what I'm about to say, I think I'm worried obviously how they've employed it, kind of how they've recruited, but I don't think I think it's just, when it's just bad behavior. It's just grown men deciding not to put in 100% and not to play.
They're just shit. They're just shit.
Ash. I just sent you I tweeted you I WhatsApped you a tweet, right, that I sent. Right, just look at the tweet that I sent you, right,
read what it says. Read the date.
All right, cool. So you said on this tweet,
When was
why is it not coming up? Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, 15th of December 2023. The emotional intelligence of this team needs to be improved. Maybe we should hire a therapist for the lads. I'm not joking.
Jay,
And
apply. Apply.
You're
I don't
spot on.
disagree
You're
with that.
spot on.
But,
excuse me, I know my team like the back. Like what he's saying is 100%
yeah, no,
true.
it's right, but it's just like the fact that he's saying it's still an issue. Like
You
right
got
now,
it.
I
It's better.
thought him coming in would have like galvanized them, and they're like
Yeah,
ready to do the
that's what
business.
he's saying.
The fact that he's
Ash, can
still
I
saying,
ask?
I just have a slight concern. That's all. That's
No,
all.
no, guys, can I ask the elephant in the room here?
Is there an
What, what's his fucking job then? Isn't he supposed to be the first team psychologist? Isn't he supposed to motivate them?
Isn't that what he's doing? Like he's
Yeah, but okay. Why is he saying that they need a psychologist and stuff?
okay.
What's
Because they need
what's
a
your job
psychologist.
then?
Because they need a psychologist. Like the players need a. It's me who watches the team a small amount a week can tell that these players need a psychologist. The manager who watches these players all the time, I have no issue with the fact he's highlighted it. The guy's had no preseason. Yeah, he's got to do all this stuff with the team. Yeah, if you want to add therapists in, I don't think he's got the time. I think he's a little bit busy trying to save us from relegation.
No, but
So my point is the players, like I said, it's emotional intelligence. That's something like, and I find it. Listen, that's not something that just grows on trees. You know what I mean? It's like you have to work at it. It takes time. You have to develop it. You have to develop good habits.
Okay.
even-
Why wasn't? Yeah. Okay, Jay. I agree, but why wasn't anyone calling for sports psychologists and the players need
like
psychologists?
even before of that,
When you
like,
won, when they won the Europa League, I never read any. We need sports
Because
psychologists.
Andrew's
Then
the fucking psychologist for them. Because that's literally what.
exactly. So that should that should be him also.
No, because
Okay.
Andrew's personality is like part-time. Like that's what helped. That was part of the Ange allure.
And
His
just
chat.
do you not think that this is just an excuse for the players and from the manager?
No, not
like
It
not,
is.
So I would okay. So let me just say
Tune. I have to reject.
because we're talking about responsible adults here getting paid a lot of money.
Okay.
And all you're asking them to do for a lot of money to go and do your job. And what you're asking the manager to do is instill in a very short space of time, that's granted, a culture of winning and discipline and structure. I feel like when they say we need all these outside experts, it's like not dealing with the problem at hand. It's making it bigger than what it is.
Shifting the blame.
Exactly, shifting the blame. What they need now is action.
No, hold on.
Talking about your feelings, about your emotions. Go and score. Go and defend. Go and track back. Go and play like you actually care about the badge. There's only so much talking on the sofa you can do.
Okay, so hold on.
You know, I had a heavy time.
Hold on. But one sec. Sorry. First and foremost.
The fans booed me.
Hold on.
The fans booed me. I can't take it.
Before anyone goes on, just two major points, right?
Yes, sir.
One, they are looking for this person. So it's highly likely that this person won't be here for what's going on right now. So they are focusing, it seems, on this, but this is something broader for the long-term benefit of the players. Secondly, Anthony Gordon, is very, 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 very big on personal development, very big on therapists, very big on having counselors, all that sort of stuff. He has a huge support network around him. Not every single player does that. Not every single player thinks and works on their mental health, and not every single player has the context of how important that is in relation to how they play.
Are we seriously gonna use mental health now?
I'm not saying mental. What do you mean? As in, like, I'm using the word mental health.
Like we have to highlight mental health in terms of why Spurs might get relegated.
Okay, so
Carry on.
But I mean, I'm not saying it like. I'm just saying, like, for example, if you're, I don't know, like, if you have 50,000 people saying you're whatever, yeah, like, if you're not mentally strong,
Monkey, like they said to
that
Denzel.
yeah, do you know what I mean? That would be
Sorry.
that would be very difficult, I imagine. So to me, I think if you strengthen your resolve, you're able to deal with that better, go through bad spells,
But
etc.
why would psychology do that?
Because that's what it does.
Yeah,
Because that's
yeah.
literally what it does. That's what it is. That's
That's
what it is.
debatable. Like it's
Not-
debatable. I think
it's
what
literally
helps is
not-
action.
No, but it's literally, but that's you. Like, everyone is different. I'm saying, like,
No, I think it's
no, well, no,
like-
no, because my thing is like how my brain is wired and how I'm motivated and everything is different to yours, right? So
That's true. Yeah, Jay has a
on a
point,
daily basis, what gets me up for them in the morning and gets me to have a strong day and focus and everything is fundamental.
Paying you 120K
So
a
yeah,
week.
absolutely. But all I'm saying is that to me, there's nothing wrong with trying to help the player's mental side in a view to help improve performance on the pitch. It can't hurt. Like, there's nothing negative.
Guys,
There's nothing negative here.
No, I completely agree with Jay's point about that, but I look at it from a more political standpoint, because I always look at things from I try and look at a bit more kind of maybe maybe from a more skeptical standpoint. I think he said this to be political and to basically give the excuse that the players, if we go down, he can have that excuse ready that the players weren't psychologically kind of in the best shape. And so he can say it's because I didn't have enough time with them and stuff like that. So that's how I see it. I see it as the coach. If he has the excuse ready to go if they get relegated, because then he can say, well, I didn't have enough time with them. They weren't mentally prepared for this relegation challenge. They needed more support and more time. And so, in my opinion, I look at it as simple politics. Do I think he needs this excuse? Maybe from an ego standpoint, but when you give somebody 5 years and 12 million a year, I really don't think he needed to say that. I completely
He
agree with
supports
you.
Newcastle nuts. Like, man, do you know what I mean? Like, seriously. Like, do I'm gonna bring tracing paper next time. I swear to God.
Wait. Let's focus on the actual topic here, and let's go past this whole psychology talk, for 1 second, and let's focus more on what he has got control of, the Zerbi, because I think the point of that whole comment, he did mention, to be fair, the board as well. He did pick up. He did mention the board, like it depends on the boards, blah blah blah. So Stefan might have a point where he might be trying to protect his image or protect his brand, blah blah blah. But put that aside for 1 second. Could we look at what he's doing as a coach? Could that help Spurs in the short term going forward and creating chances? Because I hear what like the others were saying now, you need a firefighter. We tried the firefighter with Tudor. Tudor was meant to be like our Allardyce. He was meant to be like our Pulis, where you kind of not part of the boss, but you kind of try to be a bit more solid, press, and then nick the goals, keep it simple, go long.
Those days have gone, bro. You can't play that type of football anymore. You've got to attack.
This is it. We tried that, and now we've got the Zerbi in, and the Zerbi's allowed us to play some football where we're able to take it from defensive third to the mid third, now to attacking third. The only issue I have is some of our forward players are lacking confidence in front of goal. Do you know what I mean? And the debate is, will these players be able to get us out of this hole? Because what I saw in the week, you got Xavi Simons scoring a screamer, but outside of but it's emotion, it's football, right? You're gonna like, we haven't won all year.
Exactly. Calm down. Do that after the game. Jumping into the crowd.
Calm down, Stefan. Calm down.
They need to control the players, because say, look, we still need to be. Because I saw Ben Davies on Jay's gonna love this. I saw Ben Davies on the sideline, and he was like trying to usher them in, and he was like, "Focus, like get your head in the game." But unfortunately,
There was no one on the. There was almost no one on the pitch who could
Yeah,
everyone
on the pitch doing that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
When Paulino was joining in. Do you know what I mean? He meant to.
Paulino was just running about just like everyone else. Like,
I think
he
I
was
think
just
Ash, you know,
adding
all
like
this,
teams onto the
all,
fire.
all these stories about psychologists and stuff. I think what the manager could be doing is trying to take the pressure off the players and put it on
Probably.
himself, saying, you know what, come talk to me. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
Exactly.
And he's basically telling the
Al
players,
Hanif,
listen, I'll take the pressure off you guys, but when it matters, I need you
It's
guys to
gotta-
turn
yeah,
up.
you
And
need
if you guys are saying you've seen improvements in the last game, so that means in the next game there's going to be a bit more positive. So and I think
wait,
that
wait,
could
wait. How is
potentially
he?
be it.
big improvement.
Potentially,
wait,
that's
Hanif.
that's one point of view, isn't it? If you look at it a
Yeah,
bit differently.
but I'm just intrigued. How is he taking pressure off the players by calling them mentally weak?
But because
How is
no,
that
but it could just
taking?
be a ploy, though, couldn't
No,
it?
but hold on. But are the players mentally weak?
Yes.
Yes.
So
So
is it not?
psychologist is the right thing then.
But okay, so therefore, there's two ways to go
No,
about it.
discipline.
Hold on. No, listen. There's two ways. There's two. No, we tried that with two days now. Like you guys are not
Jamaican style,
understanding.
man, and Indian style, man.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
Ash
Go on,
understands, right? Because Ash understands. We tried this with Tudor. We tried the tough love. We tried
Tudor.
being blunt. Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
like we tried
Tudor
that.
was the
So now the difference here between Tudor and De Zerbi is, let's say they're saying similar things, right? But Tudor would just say it, right? De Zerbi's saying it, and then he's offering a potential solution. He's like, okay, players are mentally weak. This is what we're going to do to try and work on it, right? That is completely different to just saying the players are mentally weak, and then thanks for having me. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're two different ways and approaches, and I think to me, unless you're being really cynical, you can see the difference in the approaches. One's just one's basically just pointing out mistakes. The other one is pointing out mistakes and potential solutions. And I think the potential solutions aspect is very important when you analyze what he's actually trying to do here.
So looking
Plus,
at this,
they've got nothing to lose, have they? They've got nothing to lose.
looking at this comment, Jordan's brought up. Spurs need to be at least 2 goals up going into stoppage time. Yeah.
Probably.
Do you not think do you not get confidence if Spurs win by 2 clear goals? Do you think the narrative changes about Spurs staying up? Because obviously you guys all think
No, Ash, you
Just
gotta do
win.
it.
Just
You've got Ash, listen, 1 win's not enough. Jay said he needs 3.
Mm.
No, but I'm saying off the back of Wolves, if we beat them more
For me, Ash, because the original question.
can Spurs do it? If they bring it into Leeds and
It's a step in the. They have to be. If you don't beat Wolves, right, it's over. Really.
Yeah,
you have to be.
I agree with Hanif. If you don't beat Wolves, I agree. I still think you have a chance to stay up for sure. But if you don't beat Wolves, I think it's over. Because for me, you're losing away to Villa. You're definitely losing away to Chelsea. And that means that you have to rely on your home games against Leeds and Everton. Leeds are in really good form. Everton are the best away defense, like in terms of they've let in the least amount of goals away from home, and they're playing, and potentially in the last game of the season they'll be playing for Europe, so they'll be motivated to
That's
win.
facts. We beat them 3-0 though away. Just let you know.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But you're
right. So for me, I think the Wolves game is key. If you don't win against Wolves, because I saw the other thing I didn't like was the players' reactions after the draw with Brighton. It was as if the world had ended.
Yeah, it felt like it felt.
I get it. It was disappointment, but for me, it was too emotional. It was too hyped up, and I think let's see against Wolves, because Wolves have nothing to play for. They're already relegated. If you don't win that game, then I just think the players might just think that they're cursed. It's gonna happen.
Can I just say something that Stefan said? I was just thinking about. He said Everton in it. I would take David Moyes as Chelsea manager next season. I really would. I'm not joking. I'm very that.
You're in the pit.
Honestly, I would take David Moyes.
He's a really good coach.
I've hired Nuno and Frank. No matter how good you think it is, it's always terrible.
Nah, man. I'd
He's got
take
more
David
experience.
Moyes,
Nuno,
He's got
man.
more
I need
experience.
Nuno,
experience. I
Nah,
need
bro.
experience.
Listen, Nuno, Frank, and Moyes are just different cheeks.
No, they're not, man. Moyes is a
They
good
are. They are
manager.
different. They are different cheeks of the same. Moyes is a little.
Nah.
Moyes has got a little bit more hair between the cheeks, but no, they're all different.
Jay, what Nuno? Nuno took Forest from
That's crazy.
17th or 16th to 6th. Jay, how are you saying Nuno is like?
Because if there's one thing I know, it's middle-aged. No, too far. The point I'm trying to make is very simply like, so you can make. Oh, Frank took Brentford from such and such. Moyes took Everton and West Ham to such and such. Like,
Yeah.
Jay, man, my club's desperate, man. We need experience,
bro,
man.
no, Nuno
No,
took Wolves.
no.
Trust me, this is how they get you. And then they come into your club and they promise you they can play attacking football, and you say, "All
No,
right, I'll give you
Jay,
a
I don't
chance."
want attacking football. I want results, man. I don't care about
Nah,
attacking
bro.
football.
Nah,
Yeah.
the thing is,
No, but wait, Jay. You shouldn't compare. You should compare Nuno and, for example, Nuno. Look at
Nuno and Moyes are the
Wolves.
same thing, man.
No, they're
They're
really
literally
good
the same
coaches, because
thing.
if you
They're
see
literally the same
every
thing.
club,
Cover your
Boys,
yeah,
mouth
I'm
on
off
me,
to
but
bed. I'm waking up at 7.
Yeah,
I love you and
yeah.
leave you.
yeah.
See you
Oh,
too,
I want
guys.
to do Newcastle
Uh,
Arsenal, man. Oh,
Huh?
prediction. I want to do a quick Newcastle Arsenal prediction.
You right? Tottenham
ours.
to win, but they're still gonna go down. Chelsea will get a draw probably, and Arsenal are gonna lose. So there you go. And Newcastle to
Arsenal
win.
gonna lose.
Yeah, that was my prediction.
What about you,
Simple as
Stefan?
that.
Stefan, what do you reckon?
For me, I think Spurs are gonna draw with Wolves. I think Arsenal are gonna beat
Oh,
Newcastle quite 2-3-0. I think like convincingly. And Chelsea, where Chelsea playing? Is it Liverpool?
Chelsea are playing. Good question.
Oh, yeah, Leeds. Sorry, they're playing the semi.
Oh yeah, they got their final. I mean,
Yeah,
final.
losing. They're gonna lose the semi-final.
All right.
What, to
Cool.
Leeds?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Interesting. Yeah, Tim, what do you reckon, man? Quick predictions.
Yeah, I think Spurs will beat Wolves. I think, yeah, I probably agree with Stefan. I think Leeds do beat Chelsea in the semi-final. I think when the Leeds fans turn up to Wembley, it's going to be crazy.
And they're in really good form too.
They're in really good form as well. I think, yeah, I hate going against my team, so I never do it. I put it this way: if it's Newcastle have a very narrow path to victory. If
Bruno's back. Bruno's back.
Bruno is back.
Joe Linton is out. Livramento is out. Gordon is out, from what I read.
Stefan.
They laughed when I mentioned Joe Linton. They laughed at me. Now they all say, "Oh, but Joe Linton's not playing. He's not playing. He's not playing." They're all happy when he's not playing.
Yeah, because he's gonna injure 3 Arsenal players.
Yes. Yeah. I'll be surprised if Arsenal don't get maximum points from it, but we'll see. Who else am I predicting?
I'm gonna say Everton. It matters to Spurs.
Who?
West Ham Everton, because it matters to Spurs.
Do you know what?
I'm
Everton,
gonna go for a West Ham win here.
West Ham win. I think Everton are in really good form, man.
Yeah, sorry, carry on.
No, I was going to say that I think Everton are really good form, and I don't think West Ham. I don't know what their home form is like, but I never like watching them in their home ground because it never feels like a home ground to me. I'll go for Everton 2-1.
Cool. Lovely.
I'm joking. I'm gonna go West Ham Everton draw. I'm gonna go for a really boring 0-0.
And
hopefully
Sunderland versus Nottingham Forest. We need that.
Where's the game? In Sunderland or in Forest? Oh, in Sunderland.
Yeah, Sunderland. 8 o'clock kickoff.
I'm gonna go for another draw. I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw here.
That's gonna be
I don't
say that again.
draws. He's predicting draws. I'm taking that. Spurs win.
Yeah, every time I watch Forest, I think they've got some good players. Like I expect them to play, and then they play like shit almost every game that I've watched them.
Didn't they win the last game
They
4-3 or something?
yeah, no, they won it 4-1, but Burnley, I watched the first half and then I switched because it was terrible.
Yeah.
Burnley, it was a horrendous. They were losing 1-0 to Burnley, and then Morgan Gibbs White pretty much
One of the game.
single-handedly won them the game, yeah, in the second half.
Patrick Hero.
Man United, Brentford. I'm gonna go for a Brentford win here.
They go for Brentford win. I would love it. I would love it.
Fuck
Man United will beat
United.
them. Man United will beat them.
Yeah. They said the same thing about Leeds, and then
Leeds
they lost.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Incredible. That was mwah. But yeah, all right. I think that's all the predictions. I'm going to predict Liverpool to beat Crystal Palace. Don't ask me why.
Oh, I forgot about that game. Draw for me here.
Definitely going to be tuning into that. I know that one. I'm going to agree with Stefan. I think Sunderland draw with Forest. And I think West Ham, I think they might lose, A bit of hope
that has 1-0 or 0-0 written all over. That's going to be a terrible game.
Terrible game. Nuno's going to be like disciplined, but at the same time, he's not going to have enough in the tank. I think we'll win. I think we'll beat Wolves. Whew, I hope we win. If we don't, it is over, buddy. 100%.
You win.
No, but Arsenal, Newcastle being terrible. I think Arsenal do it. Arsenal beat them, and they go back on top. I think Arsenal win their next 2 games, and they have a 6-point buffer.
To correct me if I'm wrong, Newcastle only have 1 away win in the last 4 months, and that's away to Chelsea. Is that true?
I can't think from the top of my head. I'd like to say not true, but I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
I read something like since December they have 1 away win, and it was Chelsea away.
Recently. Possibly.
I'm going to go for Man United, Brentford. I think Man U's going to somehow play. I'm a bit iffy.
They were so shit against Chelsea. I don't know how they won that game.
They were poor, weren't they? I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for a draw. Igor to score, Bruno to get on the score sheet somehow.
Penalty to Man United. 1-1.
But yeah, man, I think that's the end of the show, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there. Big respect to you guys for coming on the show, holding it down. Last 3 standing. I know 2 was meant to come out. But yeah, man, any final words before we skedoodles? Before we chip out, man?
I'm going to say...
Go on, Stefan. Go on, Stefan.
Okay. I'm going to say Arsenal are going to win the league. Well, everybody that's doubting it, that's laughing. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Those who laugh last, laugh the hardest.
Or they just laugh. No, I'm joking. I'm probably gonna do my match preview on Friday now. But do look out for it, folks. It's gonna be on Friday. Plus, always all the latest scouting reports and everything else. So do look out for that, folks. Toon Tactics TV.
Big up, man. Yeah, man. And yeah, that's it from me. You'll see me back here on the Monday show, as always, doing my thing, breaking down the Wolves game. Hopefully it'll be positive to talk about as well, man. But yeah, I was going to end on this, man. Hey, you got to get there while you can, innit? You know what I'm saying? Who knows what tomorrow brings, innit? You like, you share, you subscribe. Yeah, man. Come on, you Spurs, bro. Peace.